Today, we preview maybe the biggest flagship release in years. We'll take a look at potential hobby impact for the Stanley Cup Finals, tackle a loaded Gongshow Mailbag, and a whole lot more. Welcome back to episode 399 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, presented by our good friends at Upper Deck.
Josh! Loud collector, feel, loud collector, feel. Baba Louie, Baba Louie, Baba Louie, Baba Louie.
And California Dave, and California Dave,
California Dave. Welcome to the Gong Show.
Hello, happy family. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast. It's June. Holy moly. Time flies. We have a birthday. We have a birthday boy here today. California Dave, what birthday is it? Are you disclosing your age, or are you like a girl who's turning 26 for the 24th time?
Well, I am. It's not technically my birthday today, but in a couple of days, June 3rd, I'm turning the big 50. I did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. Yep.
Happy birthday, brother.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I made it, sort of.
Oh, it's half over if you make it to 100. Yeah.
Oh, I would think it's more than half over, but we'll see.
So what does a California Dave do for his birthday? Of course, he goes on vacation, because you were just on vacation, what, 2 days ago?
Well, yeah, basically. I'm just really trying to live my life on vacation. That's my whole point. So
I think you're doing a good job succeeding.
Trying to fulfill it. So I'm at Catalina Island. So it's we drove down to Long Beach, which is like an hour and a half away from my house, and took a really fast giant boat to Catalina Island, where we'll be here for the next few days. So
like Tropic Thunder. Do you remember that boat?
You can't really see because of the glare, but look, you can see my view from the window.
All right, put the camera back. That's a painting. That's a green screen.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
And then you said that golf carts are a thing at Catalina Island, right? Like that's the main mode of transportation?
Yeah, there's not really cars because the streets are so small, so everybody has golf carts. And if you ever do a trip to Catalina Island, my number one recommendation is make sure you rent a place that comes with a golf cart, because then you can just cruise around the island. It's so much fun in a golf cart. So, and to rent a golf cart here, it's like crazy. It's like $150 for 2 hours, and they don't let you rent them for more than 2 hours. So it's just better to get one because there's so much demand for them. So yeah, get a place.
California Dave with some more life advice for the 1%. Should start a show about that, Dave. Okay. Well, happy birthday. We're glad you're on vacation and that you took a little time from your busy work schedule to celebrate. But you're almost retired, so pretty much every day is going to be a vacation going forward.
Right. Trying.
Couple show updates before we get started. May was a big month for the Gong Show for the good listener. We have most audio downloads ever in a single month of our show. Kind of said this before, but we started as an audio podcast for a year and a half, our first year and a half, as we're through year 4 now. And so we talk about the audio side of what we do a lot, and it's very heartwarming to see that part of our audience continues to grow.
It's awesome.
Next announcement. On Wednesday, we're doing our Thursday podcast will actually be a Wednesday live show for extended series release dates. Kind of our tradition with Billy Cilio, who's looking more and more like Jesus and Jack Black had a baby. But
yes, definitely.
For every flagship release, we'll do a lot in the Cup. We typically do a live show with Billy. That'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern time, live on the YouTube or Gongshow YouTube channel. And as usual, we'll do Ask Billy Everything. So save up your questions, and we hope you're there in the chat, especially if you have redemptions that you're wondering the status. I'm sure he'd love to look those up for you.
Are we gonna have Dave on this one because we're opening a new product?
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
can.
I'm on.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we
Yeah, I'll
go.
be
There we
I'm,
go. The product review guy on
I'll
the
be back. I'll be back on Wednesday from my trip, so I'm good.
Sweet.
Good to go.
Oh,
Yeah,
for your
Do you like that little baby Jesus glow I gave?
it is. It's very
Yes, Louis,
nice.
you did a great. I'm gonna print this and put it on my fridge. Actually,
No, you're not.
oh.
yeah, no, I'm not.
It'd be funny if you did though.
Well, Billy actually messaged me on because the YouTube thumbnail, I have a very old picture of him where he does. I don't even think he has facial hair, and I get a text message from him saying, "Who's that?" in the photo, and I said, "Well, that's Business Billy." Trying to, yeah.
Yes.
We had a pretty epic Saturday night of Gong Show breaks. I want to thank everyone that grabbed some spots or just hung out with us in the chat, opened a ton of boxes, hit some great cards, 5 breaks in total we did. O-Pee-Chee Platinum is a lot of fun to open. I very much enjoyed that, and I think we did 2 cases of that, and can't wait for this Saturday night's breaks. And we have plenty of cases coming of 25-26 extended series. Be hunting some of those debut jersey cards. Those would be a lot of fun to hit. Be a dream to hit one of the big ones. We are kind of in the groove now, or getting into the groove, where we post our spots for the Saturday night breaks, typically Wednesday around 11:30 Eastern. So if you want the first crack at, and I think for extended, I'm sure we'll have a pick your team or 2. That'd be good to note that time. And we did have one break that has a few spots left, and will spill over into next week. It's a case of 2023 Trilogy. So you can go to gongshowbreaks.com to grab those spots.
What happened with Gordie Howe 101? Did the guy get it?
Yep.
Yeah, and I think he's going to keep it, which is kind of cool, right?
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
No, he's not.
it's an iconic. card.
I was
pretty
approached online by people with rather deep pockets saying, "Yo, can you put me in contact with the guy with the Gordie Howe? I would like to purchase said card." And I did that, and I think he was going to talk to him, but from the get-go, the guy was pretty, I think, convinced that he wanted to keep it for a while at least. Why not?
Yeah.
Is it what could we offer a business where we try to sway the person that won the card? Like for 5% of the sale, I'll talk to the guy who got the card, and I'll try my best to get him to, like, a brokerage fee.
Oh,
Right?
maybe. I don't know.
Finder's fee.
Seems a little finder's fee. Then we win by default. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the convincinator fee.
If you think about it, though, you think that card would actually gain more value over time. It's not like you're hitting a rookie card where you're trying to get rid of it real quick. This is Gordie Howe. It's a one-on-one.
No, I disagree. We're a peak
from
hobby
a
right
set
now.
that nobody knew there was a one-on-one from, and it's just gonna get some more fame and glory.
No, but we're
think-
peak hobby now. What if when the hobby's in a recession? Maybe it won't be. But what if the economy bounces back and the hobby drops? What if people are like, screw cards, I want other things? Probably not, but you never know.
Yeah, it'll probably rebound once again then. So no.
Oh, what kind of
I
an answer is
I
that?
like that he's keeping it. I think it's awesome.
Oh, I do too. I think it's one of those, any good card you get right now with the climate of the hobby would be a good time to sell. That's all I'm saying.
The entrepreneurial spirit is alive with us,
Yeah,
but I
that's a
don't know.
different way of
I
putting
always
it,
kind of take the philosophy in those situations where it's like, well, if I can connect a couple people and help them out, why not? Right. And and I think too, it's like, well, when we've talked about the benefits of the expo, for sure, like that's a great example where how every opportunity of any kind, both to get guests or to get sponsors or have business partnerships, has come from developing relationships at the expo. And so I think that, and who knows where the fine line is, Phil, but sometimes, I don't know, I think, well, it's like, well, maybe that's a tool to invest in relationships with people and just
Puts you in
hook
a
a
club
brother up.
right away, right? People, I know at least 5 people that would be that owner's best friend. You know,
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
sure.
right away. You have someone to go to dinner and lunch with every night at the expo, and you've never been. Just hold that card up. It's mine. Hey, hi, I'm Phil. Nice to meet you.
I'd play that card for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys had a fun show Friday nights with Phil. You want to recap for? I can't believe anyone hasn't seen it, and shame on you
Seriously.
if you haven't. But you can go watch on the Gongshow YouTube channel, and Phil will tell you why you should.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a fun show. Every time I think I'm in a panic, I always call Dave about an hour and a half before. I'm coming home from work. I'm panicking. I have nothing ready. And I don't know. I'm good in clutch. So we had a silly game. It was very simple. We had a very good song, honored Love Him or Hate Him, honored Claude Lemieux's playing career and everything he did for the game of hockey. So that was special. I'm glad I got that in there. And we had a lot of fun. Did we have a guest? No, we had Carter. Carter's not a guest. He can just hang out. When he's not choo-chooing on the train, he can come hang out with us.
Yeah.
He's like
he called me
furniture.
today.
Oh, he did? What'd he say?
Well, he just had a question about some Theo Fleury thing coming up with the expo, and I asked him, "Well, what are you doing?" And he's like, "No, I'm driving out to my buddy's farm. We're gonna brand some cows."
I've never done that. I would love to try that. I've never done that. It's one of the it'd be fun. Poor cows. But anyway,
I'd be afraid that they'd get pissed at me and try to like attack me.
well, there's probably the correct way to do it. That's why you do it with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone who knows what they're doing.
Great shot. Josh, we don't want to lose the grit. Remember? Let's go brand some cows.
I also was thinking, not having any new or idea about farming, but man, that's such an old school way of doing it. Is that still the most official? Wouldn't you think like an air tag, like stapled to their ear, would be
Right.
a more
I don't know.
sort of? But
Ask Chat.
if you're gonna steal a cow, that you can't take away a brand, I suppose.
Ask ChatGPT, see what it tells you.
Maybe. Okay, lastly, before we get started, a reminder that our show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, we are a Patreon podcast. That means that we rely on the support of the good listener, which we love, and the watcher on YouTube to help us cover show expenses, produce more, what we hope to be better hockey card content, and then fun initiatives and a small way to grow the hobby. You can support our show, be one of the first 999 supporters. You get the Future Watch Gonger title. You get access to our amazing community, and honestly, that's the main benefit. It's an awesome community that's super active with like-minded collectors, and it's there's almost no way to describe it until you experience it. But we hope that you consider giving it a shot. And if you want to support us, you can go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly, patreon.com, and search for us. We're the Hockey Cards Gong Show. There's a link in our show description, both YouTube and podcast apps, and our Instagram and TikTok profiles, too. Baba Louie, you have the game plan for today's show, buddy?
Sure thing. We will get rolling with that right now. Starting off with get to know your Hall of Famers. After that, back into the weekly 7. Then it's some hobby news. Then we'll have a little chit chat about 25-26 extended series, a little preview. Get Dave all excited for when he's
I'm
ripping
excited.
his boxes.
I'm excited.
Then we got a big old mailbag today. Phil, drink some liquid.
Yeah.
And then we'll finish with personal pickups.
Liquid courage, Phil. Drink some liquid courage.
What? That's like an alcohol expression.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay. We'll start today's show with a Get to Know Your Hall of Famers series. Of course, we are profiling every single Hockey Hall of Fame player that ever lived. We started with the first Hall of Fame class of 1945 and have since been working our way to the present day. Today's Hall of Famer, we're kind of now on pretty much all big name territory, where I think we'll at least recognize the names, and we'll see how much we know about the players. But today's Hall of Fame player is Alex Delvecchio.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Yeah, you
Hear
have
that, Dave? It's good, eh?
I'm excited. I have his 101 gold outburst from Clear Cut.
And tell me 3 things you know about Alex Delvecchio.
He played for the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah.
He was an assistant captain.
Because you're
And
looking
he
at the
was number
picture
10.
too. Yeah.
He was number 10. There you go.
All right.
And I own his gold outburst because I pulled
I-
his silver outburst. And then when the gold outburst popped up, I said, I have to get it. So I got it. It's awesome.
I'm
So
embarrassed to say he was in all the Motor City Detroit books I read as a kid, and I don't have much of a memory, but I do know isn't he a journeyman? Like he's a tough as like hard nosed. Didn't he play like on a broken ankle or something for a long time? I don't know. He's
We'll
just
find
played a
out.
lot of hockey, and he was a very hard nosed player. That's what I comes to mind immediately when I hear the name.
Yeah, I actually don't know anything about Alex, so I'm excited to learn.
Maybe you appreciate your cards more now.
Yes.
Card
for
duh.
sure.
I think he has
He has
one.
two, I think.
I have two.
What's
I
the
have the
second?
silver. I have the silver outburst out of 25, and I have the gold outburst.
Oh, you have the crappy one and the amazing one. Got it.
Oh.
Both are awesome.
No,
both are-
there you can do not even go.
Everybody
It's a
listen to Phil. The silver outbursts are terrible, and just
They're not
leave them
okay.
all to
Okay,
me.
I take it back. They're not. It's not crappy. It's okay. The gold outburst is Mr. Bigglesworth's butt. There's
Yes.
nothing better.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
The
It's
silver
in-
is like the Stone Age, and the gold
sorry,
outburst
what?
is the internet. That's
It's
the
the
analogy.
JV version. Yeah, the gold is varsity and the silver is JV. That's good.
What's JV? Junior varsity?
Junior
Yeah.
varsity. Yeah.
Do you hear that, Josh? You never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Oh. Well, Alexander Peter Fats Delvecchio
Wait, what?
lived. Alexander Peter Fats Delvecchio. His nickname was Fats.
Fats.
PH or F?
Like that was like his
F-A-T-S.
nickname was Fats.
Yeah.
How many times does he want to say yes? Yes, David.
I'm just asking a question, Phil. Just asking a question. I didn't know.
Alexander Peter Fats Delvecchio lived from 1931 until passing away at the age of 93 last July. He was born in Fort William, Ontario, and passed away in Rochester, Michigan. Delvecchio was a left shot, center, and wing. Played at 5'11", 180 pounds, and in a professional career that lasted from the year 1951 until 1973, played for just one team, the Detroit Red Wings. In 1,550 career regular season games, Delvecchio scored 456 goals, added 826 assists for 1,281 points with 383 penalty minutes. And in 121 playoff games, he scored 35 goals and totaled 104 points. Delvecchio was a three-time Lady Byng Memorial Trophy winner. In the year 1959, 66, and 69, he was a two-time NHL second All-Star team selection. In 1953 at the center position, and then in 1959 at left wing. Alex played in 13 All-Star games, won 3 Stanley Cups in 1952, 54, and 55. And after his playing career ended, Delvecchio served 2 stints as the Red Wings head coach, also spent time as the Wings GM. He started a business, Alex Delvecchio Enterprises, which made engraved signs, plaques, and promotional products. Imports, exports.
I'm an
Vandalay
import exporter.
Industries.
Yeah. Vandalay Industries. Vandalay Industries.
Why you should care about Alex Delvecchio. His hockey story began in Fort William, Ontario, where he did not start organized hockey as early as many future NHL stars. By the time he reached Detroit, he had only been playing organized hockey for about 6 years, which made his rise to the Red Wings even more remarkable. I can't imagine that'll ever happen again.
No.
Where it'll be like, Macklin Celebrini, he's learned to skate 72 days ago and is now the captain of Canada. He spent 1950-51 with the Oshawa Generals, a Red Wings sponsored junior team. And that season helped shape the player he became. Delvecchio later admitted he had been more of a hothead in junior, but coach Larry Henry pushed him toward smarter, cleaner, more useful hockey. Henry's message was simple. Delvecchio was no help to Oshawa if he was sitting in the penalty box. Oh, Phil wouldn't like him. The lesson stayed with him, and when Detroit general manager Jack Adams later gave him the same warning, Delvecchio adjusted his game and became one of the cleanest, great players of his era. Delvecchio made his NHL debut on March 25th, 1951 in Detroit's final regular season game, making him eligible for a Series 1 Young Gun. They played against Montreal, and the Red Wings were resting players for the playoffs, and the young Delvecchio got a brief look at the big league. A few games into 1951-52, Delvecchio was back with Detroit full-time. He joined a powerhouse Red Wings team that already featured Gordie Howe, Ted Lindsay, Red Kelly, and Terry Sawchuk. Early in his Detroit career, teammates gave him the nickname Fats. It was not because he was overweight. It came from the full baby-faced look he had when he first arrived in the league. The nickname stuck for the rest of his career, even as he became one of the most durable and respected players in hockey. As a young player, Delvecchio did not always get big minutes right away. On a loaded Detroit team, he sometimes only saw a shift or two in close games, but learned behind some of the best players in the sport. In 1952, Delvecchio won the Stanley Cup in his first full NHL season. Detroit swept Montreal in the final, and Delvecchio got his first championship almost as soon as his NHL career truly began. After Sid Abel was traded to Chicago, Delvecchio eventually became a major piece next to Gordie Howe and Ted Lindsay. That version of Detroit's famed production line gave the Red Wings another elite combination of skill, strength, and hockey sense. Delvecchio was not the loudest star on those Detroit teams, but he fit perfectly with Howe and Lindsay. He could pass, skate, think the game, and move between center and wing when needed, which made him valuable in ways that did not always show up in the headlines. In 1954, Delvecchio helped Detroit win another Stanley Cup, again against Montreal. By that point, he was no longer just a young depth player on a dynasty. He was becoming one of the steady offensive pieces of the Red Wings core. In the 1955 Stanley Cup Final, gave Delvecchio one of his biggest moments of his playing career. In Game 7 against Montreal at Olympia Stadium, he scored twice in Detroit's 3-1 win, helping the Red Wings secure their third Stanley Cup in 4 seasons. That 1955 championship became Detroit's last Stanley Cup until 1997, which made Delvecchio's role in that era even more important. He was part of the final great Red Wings dynasty before the franchise's long cup drought. Delvecchio's game was built on intelligence more than flash. Opponents described him as difficult to check because he could change direction, protect the puck, and make plays without needing a big windup or dramatic move. He became known for a deceptive shot. Goalies said he did not need a long backswing. He could almost slap the puck and still get a surprising amount of power on it. Delvecchio is also a smooth, efficient skater. Former teammates noted he seemed to move without wasting energy, constantly circling into open ice or arriving in the right place at the right time. During his prime, Delvecchio quietly became one of the best scorers in the NHL. From the mid-1950s until the late 1960s, he was regularly among the league's top offensive players, even though he often played in Gordie Howe's shadow. In 1958-59, Delvecchio won his first Lady Byng trophy. It reflected what had become a defining part of his reputation, high-level skill combined with remarkably clean play. His penalty totals were almost unbelievable for a player who lasted as long as he did. Across 1,550 regular season games, he took only 383 penalty minutes, which speaks to how disciplined and controlled his game became. In 1962, Delvecchio became the captain of the Red Wings, taking over the role after Gordie Howe. He wore the C for the rest of his playing career, giving Detroit 12 seasons of quiet, steady leadership. As captain, Delvecchio represented a different style of star. He was not a fiery self-promoter. He was modest, dependable, and respected by teammates and opponents because he showed up every night and played the game the right way. His durability became one of his defining traits. After missing 22 games with a broken ankle in 1956-57, he missed only 21 more games over the next 16 seasons.
Aha. Journeyman. Hard-nosed, yeah.
Yeah. His longevity with Detroit became historic. He played his entire NHL career with one franchise, and no player in pro sports had a longer career spent entirely with one team than Delvecchio at the time his career ended. In 1965-66, he won his second Lady Byng trophy. By then, he had already been in the league for more than a decade, yet he remained productive, clean, and central to Detroit's attack. In 1968-69, he reached one of the great milestones of the era when he became just the third player in NHL history to record 1,000 career points, joining Gordie Howe and Jean Beliveau. That same season, he won his third Lady Byng trophy. It was a fitting honor for a player whose career blended offense, discipline, and sportsmanship better than almost anyone of his generation. What made Delvecchio especially impressive was that some of his best offensive seasons came late. He had his highest scoring season after turning 36, which for the time was crazy to think about.
That's crazy.
Showing that his game aged well because it was based on skill, positioning, and hockey sense. He finished his playing career with 456 goals, 825 assists for 1,281 regular season points. At retirement, he ranked only behind Gordie Howe in several major NHL career categories, even though he had rarely been treated as the league's biggest star. He also added 35 goals and 104 points in 121 playoff games. His playoff resume included 3 Stanley Cups, a Game 7 Cup clinching performance in 1955, and years of service during Detroit's most successful Original Six era. He retired in November 1973 and immediately moved behind the bench as Detroit's coach. That'll never happen, I don't think, again either. His
Going right to a coach?
Yeah, like Crosby retires today and is Pittsburgh's coach tomorrow.
I could see the right person that could happening. Obviously not common, but maybe I could see once that happening in our lifetime still, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just seems like that maybe. We'll see.
What? If anyone's going to do it, it'd be Crosby. I mean, it's not Ovechkin. Okay, everybody, go have fun. Okay, well, that's not going to work. Crosby would be.
We're going to have Alfredo, slam some Coke, and go play hockey.
Yeah.
Fanta. Everybody, the new drink is Fanta. No more Gatorade. Crosby, people would listen, right? Like, there'd be nothing but silence until Sydney talks.
His playing career ended with one of the cleanest and most loyal legacies in NHL history. 24 seasons, 1 team, 3 cups, 3 Lady Byng trophies, 13 All-Star selections, and a reputation as one of the most underrated great players ever. We'll take a look at Alex Delvecchio's hobby market. Maybe Dave can show off his amazing collection, but he's on vacation.
Yeah, didn't bring any cards with me.
That's a lie. Obviously, Rebecca's within earshot.
They're under my pillow. They keep me safe at night.
Delvecchio's rookie card is in the 1951 Parkhurst hockey set, card number 63. High-selling copy is a PSA 10 of a 1951 Parkhurst. What? Sold for $9,600 US in December 2019. I didn't even know there was a PSA 10 in 1951 Parkhurst.
Right. The pop count of any card in that set for a PSA 10 is going to be so low.
Oh, tiny.
Yeah.
Then I picked 3 other playing day cards. I always got to pick the 1954 top set and Delvecchio's card number 39. High selling copy is a PSA 9. There wasn't a photo of it, so we have a PSA 8 on YouTube. But the PSA 9 sold last October for $5,689 US dollars. But none of these are the highest selling Delvecchio card to date. That would be from the 1959 top set. Set we don't talk about very often. Card number 8. Ugly. Yeah, a little bit. This one sold for $11,100 US in July 2024.
It's blind.
I wonder why.
Kind of screams PSA set registry to me, like someone was trying to.
Yeah.
You had a bunch of people fighting over it or something.
It's a master stroke by PSA, creating that registry, hook, line, and sinker, man.
Well, when we're on vacation, I recorded an episode with a big time vintage collector who his name is Justin Silver. Okay. And he's a big time registry guy. And he did live when we recorded. He unseated the guy who had the last like 8 years was number 1 in Bobby Orr. And he hit the button and he went to, and as you might imagine, his cards, wow. You have to have a lot of heat to be the number 1 Bobby Orr collector in the PSA set registry.
I would be prime pickings. Like if I was 81, in my old age home with my collection, all grumpy Phil, and I'm like number 4, that would be the rest of my life to be number 1. Right. Yeah, I would pillage my neighbors. Right. Come here, Harold. I want to show you something. Like, that's horrible. Yeah.
Well, I want to don't want to give it away too much, but when you get to that level in the registry, for the guy that was number 1 and now is number 2 to become number 1 again, you have to spend an incredible amount of money, and B, it's not even the money. It's that those cards are. You need like maybe one of 5 cards on Earth, like 5 individual copies of cards, and the people typically don't want to sell them. So your finger is on the pulse of where those cards are. If you're that high up, you already know. So you're toast. It's almost a checkmate, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, and then the last Plain Days card we'll look at is the 1961 Parker set. This is card number 25. Highest selling copy is another PSA 10. That sold for $1,105 US in April 2010. And that, kids, is your Hockey Hall of Famer, Alex Fats Delvecchio.
Awesome.
Good job, Josh.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, it is time for our weekly check-in around the world of hockey, where we look at the key headlines, see how these stories can drive hobby impact. We call it the Weekly 7.
Let's skate on over to the NHL.
No, I'm happy. Well, boys, we have our dream Stanley Cup final matchup, Las Vegas versus Carolina.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. How I got something on my shirt here.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. Well, the finals start on Tuesday. There's basically, I think, kind of going the every other day schedule. We'll see how far it goes. Well, let's just get right to the chase. I have two questions. Who do we think will win, and who do we want to win?
Carolina. Yeah, that's it. Segment over. Number 2.
I'm
Sorry, Dave.
I was gonna say I'm the same as you.
Well, Phil obviously did well at podcast school, where you learn to talk about things. Yeah. Okay. Well, why are we so confident in Carolina?
It's a homer pick. They beat the Sens, so that's one. Of course, I want them to be the team to win the cup that beat my team. Well, not of course, but I do. They're a machine. They're a well-oiled 4-line machine. Rod Brindamore is an amazing story. He's been their coach for 7-8 years. He was on the last team that won the cup. There's a crazy stat out there. Out of 100 points that the Carolina Hurricanes can account for in the playoffs, Rod Brindamore is like part of 97 of them. Like something insane. Yeah, there's or something. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera there. I don't know. It's just they're the team I want. Who likes Vegas other than Vegas? I forget what his real name is, but
VGK collector.
VGK collector.
Aaron?
Yeah, I cannot stand Mark Stone. He used to play for the Sens. I'm bitter. We lost him for nothing. He can't skate. His name should be Walter. He doesn't look like a Mark to me. They I don't know. It's not for me. Mitch Marner's a nice story.
That's why Vegas is going to lose, because Phil doesn't like Mark's.
Marner's a nice story. I'm happy for Hart. I have no opinions. Like, if you're upset or whatnot, I have no opinions on that. But I'm happy someone found their game back, provides for his family. That's about it, though. I'm not a big Vegas guy. I've never been to Las Vegas. I don't like it, right?
Actually, I think a lot of people maybe would, on face value, Phil would assume you would like Las Vegas, but Dave, do you agree with me that Phil wouldn't?
That he wouldn't like Vegas?
Yeah.
Like the Thin City?
There's just too much going on.
Yeah, agreed.
I would probably fare well in Las Vegas, I would think. If you had
I think you get overstimulated. That would be my prediction, but maybe not.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would need...
very busy.
I would need I would need to self-medicate, and I'd be fine. Yeah. But that's not that kind of show. So.
Family show. You're welcome. Baba Louie, who do you got winning the Cup Finals?
That was another Baba Louie hobby hot take.
I feel like you got that up there, Louie.
No, for real, paused. I honestly, I don't know who is gonna. I know I'm on Team Phil, though, for who I want to.
Yeah. Would you ever have predicted that you would have 4 major Carolina fans on one podcast?
Go Cheeto Fingers. We're supporting our little buddy.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, where's my little guy?
I don't
know.
It's impressive what they've done. And we always talk about the teams that win the Stanley Cup mostly have what? They have the best, hottest goaltender, which they have. They've lost 1 game on their whole entire road to get to the Stanley Cup.
So you think he's good looking or what?
Both their goalies are good, man.
I think they're primed to win. I think just the way that they're playing right now, everything's running perfectly. And I think it's going to take a lot to get him for 4 games. So,
Yeah. Well, speaking of Las Vegas, they agree with all of us. Hurricanes are the favorite headed into the series at minus 155. I'm not a gambler, a sports gambler, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but minus 155 means that you have to bet $155 to win $100, right?
correct.
Okay.
It's a money line.
Well, and I guess to that point, Carolina's lost only 1 game in the playoffs. They're 12-1, and the key story for my perspective, anyways, has been Freddie Anderson, who's been incredible and standing on his head. The 36-year-old Danish goalie has started all 13 postseason games, is 12-1 with a 1.41 goals against, a .931 save percentage with 3 shutouts, not cutouts.
Crappy regular season too.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's what you do in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And there's always a goalie that turns a switch, and that's the team that wins. Is that goalie that turns the switch on and they make a run? That's
my goalie, my Sens goalie, played 4 good games. You have 1 million people, 1 million of my citizens have completely forgotten the other games. This guy played 4 games. We hired his buddy from Sweden to live in Ottawa so Linus can be have a better year. That's amazing. It's incredible. It's an unbelievable social experiment. And sorry to keep going here, but Freddie Anderson's last game was pretty difficult for him too. Claude Lemieux was his agent.
Yeah, his agent.
Yeah, so that must have been but maybe that was motivation. I don't know.
That's just one more thing to motivate him in the finals too. So it's hard to bet against that, Now he's just got one more piece to motivate him to win the cup for him. So
if he continues to play the same way and Carolina wins, is he the obvious Conn Smythe winner in your guys' opinion?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Big time.
Who had the tougher road? Vegas beating
Vegas.
Anaheim, beating beating
For
Colorado.
sure. I mean, Montreal's Vegas had. I mean, them sweeping Colorado is a feat.
Well, that's insane. I think the biggest surprise is Vegas.
Yeah. So
that's why I'm surprised the favorite or Carolina's a favorite. I don't know. I'm scared. I have a feeling Vegas is going to win this damn thing.
Well, I got good players. It actually should be pretty good hockey, even though it's not the most exciting teams. And to me, the second big question here is there any possibility of a player's hobby standing permanently changing based on this cup final? I don't know, man.
It'd be Eichel. That's it. If
I
Eichel
don't think
dominates,
anyone for Carolina.
no one for Carolina. No,
No one for Carolina, but
Svechnikov, he's an 18-19 rookie. What, Jackson Blake? No.
If Marner puts the whole team on his back and just takes it, then everyone forgets.
There's a good joke there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be a good consolation prize for you, Phil, if that happened, if Marner carried the team to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Well, that's all the media up here, right? That's all the media up here is about Marner right now. That's all everything.
Sure.
Which is great. I'll consume it all. Yeah, it's fantastic. Who would have known, right? Who would have known?
The NHL world in Canada does revolve around it's like the Maple Leafs are the sun and everyone else just revolves around.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's I'll go to tsn.ca right now. Let's say there's 20 hockey stories. 13 of them are about the irony in every direction of how good Marner's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, no one carjacked him in Vegas, so he might be more relaxed down there.
It's just a big topic, though, from where he was to where he is now, the whole Toronto.
Well, it's also Toronto's the 3rd or 4th biggest city in North America.
Yeah, and it's a good for sport. If you have to do a sports talk radio show every day, it's a juicy topic, and you're gonna
of course
glob onto that.
It's minimum Toronto media is Toronto teams 50%. Then the rest of Canada get it. And I get it. It's fine.
So
Sportsnet's worse. TSN's a little better.
The other person too is Carter Hart because he's had no hobby value for the last couple.
Oh, they're
of
not
years.
talking about that up here. What are you crazy, Dave? They're not stoking that fire, buddy. No, not a peep about that.
That's a powder keg waiting to explode.
No one's. Oh, Twitter. I'm sure that I've been good. I haven't not on the Twitter machine a lot, but I would assume that would have a lot of strong opinions because A, he's doing well, and B, miserable people generally don't like happy people.
Right.
So,
But if
that's easy.
but if Vegas sweeps Carolina and he has a couple of shutouts, his young guys are going to double.
You have my word. It will not be a story up here. It will not be a story.
Okay, so I want to think
like obviously like maybe 1 out of 30 might look here, Phil, I found a little blurb, but sure, okay, maybe. But I'm telling you that the head of the monster right now is how Marner is doing really well, not in Toronto. That's the beef on the
that
stick.
makes sense.
The Carter Hart will never, ever, ever be the beef on the stick again. No. That's okay.
Okay.
It is what it is. If he wins a cup, he's got a Stanley Cup, boys, right? The greatest trophy on planet Earth.
So keep it in line with the analogy of the hockey world, where the solar system of the hockey world in Canada Toronto is the sun, everything else rotates around it. So then I guess Montreal would be Earth. Would that make Ottawa Uranus?
Yes, correct. Are you making fun of me, or you agree? Like, what's going on here? I can't tell.
Don't worry, Phil. The Kings are right there with you. We're both Uranus.
We have a motto up here. There's always next year.
Until there isn't. Okay. Well, along the playoff theme, it's been a few weeks since continuing on the playoff theme, it's been a few weeks since we have checked in on some scoring leaders this postseason. Again, and we've made this point before, but it always surprises me how little focus gets. We talk about regular season points and goals constantly in the world of the NHL, but not so much in the postseason. So I have the list of both playoff goal leaders currently and point leaders. Obviously, with 2 teams left, the biggest changes will come from players from Vegas and Carolina. But right now, your playoff goal leaders are both Vegas Golden Knights. Brett Howden has 10 goals, and so does Pavel Dorofeyev. Yeah. Wouldn't have thought that for especially Brett Howden. And then we have we have Logan Stankoven, who has 9 goals this postseason, and then 4 players have 7 goals. Matt Boldy of the Wild, Nathan McKinnon, Mitchie Marner, and Alex Newhook. Kind of a little bit.
He's been Newhook has had an excellent playoffs. That kid's always been ridiculously talented. Just couldn't piece it together consistently,
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he have 2? He had 2 game-winning, Game 7 clinching goals.
Yes.
Correct.
He did.
Yeah,
good.
He had 2. The last 2 series. Well, not the one that they lost, but the 2 before that.
Well, wasn't the story with him that he was really good this season? Colorado, his rookie year, second year, when they won the Stanley Cup, and then after the Cup, when players get expensive, I think the Avs lost Kadri at that point, and the thought was that, okay, Alex Newhook was great last year. He'll slide into that number 2 center role and will be good to go, and they were not good to go. And then he eventually was traded to Montreal and struggled a little bit, but now has found his game this postseason. We'll see if that sticks next year. The points leaders. So again, being led by a couple of Golden Knights with 21 points, your playoff point leader is Mitch Marner. Right now.
Yeah, he's top. Who's second?
Jack Eichel with 18.
That makes sense.
Then we have 3 players tied with 16. Taylor Hall.
Yeah.
Nick Suzuki and Lane Hudson. Shimmy Shakes had a good playoff run.
Oh, no Blake or Stankoven? Oh, I thought they would have been up there.
Well, 5 players have 15 points. That's Nathan McKinnon, Tage Thompson, Jackson Blake, Kirill Kaprizov, and Quinn Hughes. Yeah, Stankoven not in the top right now.
Tage Thompson racked him up. That's good.
And I wanted to look at, well, Stankoven actually has 9 goals, so he's tied. He has second in goals. But I picked a couple of these players to just check in on their hobby markets a little bit and see how their playoff performance is moving their pricing. And I picked 3, the 2 Golden Knights and a Carolina Hurricane. So do I say his name? Is it Pavel Dorofeyev? Is that how you say his name?
Sounds good.
I always said Dorofeyev, but I don't know if that's right. I'm probably wrong, but that's how
Dorofeyev. Okay.
But I'm probably wrong.
One of us probably got it right. So we'll go with that. He's a 2021 Young Guns, PSA 10, pop 226 with a 63% gem rate. Last sold for $130 on May 27th, up 62% in the past month and 100% in the past 6 months.
I probably have like 6 of his in a box somewhere and don't even realize that they're that high. I should
always
probably
picture
grade
people
them.
listening and watching in these instances and like running to their dollar boxes.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing when I get home from this trip. I'm like, how many of these Young Guns do I have?
And then we got to go to Canada's number one topic and Mitch Marner. He's a 2016 Young Guns, a PSA 10 pop, 1,662. Apparently played for the Nucks.
What?
Oh, look at the background on the photo.
Yeah, he's a new Vancouver Canuck. I'm just trying to give them some hope. Sorry.
Like, that's not a Vancouver uniform.
Yeah.
I
No,
like
it's
that.
not.
What? Okay.
It looks
Well,
good, though.
Yeah, he was in Toronto. So 2016 Young Guns, PSA 10 pop, 1,662, 57% gem rate. Last sold for $272 on May 29th, up 35% in the past month and 42% in the past 6 months. So people getting excited about Mitchie Marner again. And then on the Carolina side, I picked Stankoven, 24-25 Young Guns, PSA 10 pop, 505, 34% gem rate. Last sold for $116 on May 27th, up 29% in the past month and up 78% in the past 6 months. So the playoffs are moving the market for some of these players.
Yeah.
Now to teams that probably aren't in the playoffs. I saw an interesting article a few days ago from The Athletic, and they released their big board of potential NHL trade targets. There's a lot of names here, so we're going to go through them pretty quickly.
Sucks, though. The offseason sucks this year.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, there's not a lot of big names.
No, it's middle, middle down.
Yeah.
Not for free agency, but they did throw a couple bigger names out there as trade targets and their rationale why. And so I'll quickly go through the names, and then you guys stop and we'll talk about maybe players that are interesting to you for your team or other teams or for whatever reason you want. Going back to the trade deadline, Vincent Trocheck has been like that name that's constantly out there.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I liked him with Florida. Where'd he go after Florida? He went to
I don't know.
was it Carolina?
Not sure.
I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it was. Well, I don't know. I'm always flip-flopping on Trocheck. I like him. I
Isn't
don't. I like
Trocheck
him.
on the Rangers?
Rangers.
Well,
Rangers
now,
now.
yes, but
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I think all the scuttlebutt is, of course, there's not a lot of quality centers out there. From my issue with him, though, is mainly that, like, from a Wild fan's perspective, we need an offensive-minded center, and that would not. Trocheck is a penalty kill machine, 200-foot game kind of guy, you know.
he pops in what 15, 20 a year, doesn't he? He must. No?
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're
Yeah.
not.
You want more? You want 30? You want a 30?
that's not moving. That's not getting you a lot.
Fair.
of
No, that's not a second line center. I hear what you're saying. That's a quality
Yes.
third. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
the number 2 trade candidate thrown out by The Athletic is not a player, but it's something interesting to talk about. It's the San Jose Sharks number 2 overall pick. And should and would the Sharks trade it? Now, no NHL team has traded a top 3 draft pick in over 20 years, so keep that in mind. But if you're the Sharks, at this point, should the focus be more on having some good veteran presence in your lineup versus another prospect? What do you
Yes, I like it. Trade it. Yeah, that'd be good. That would be great for like a low 20, mid 20 center, right? No, wing. Anybody. Adult supervision.
They need some veteran D also. So that could be.
I think that's such
Yeah.
a great idea. I never even thought of that. I haven't even heard that yet.
What about you, Dave? Are you on board with them exploring a trade for that pick?
I think that would be the smart thing, especially
Stenberg-
they got the thing about like a number 2 pick. Sure, like you can hit a home run.
No,
but
it will be. It will be. The Stenberg is. I'm walking to walk it back a bit. He might even. They're going to take McKenna first. No doubt about that. But Stenberg, look him up. Watch a few highlights. Watch a few people talk about him. He's legit. So that number 2 pick is quality. It's not a maybe. It's. Well, I
he's
mean,
a
it always
D.
is a maybe, but it's solid quality player.
He's defense.
I
No.
don't know.
Ivar Stenberg.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I thought he's a forward, but I could be wrong.
No, he's forward, isn't he?
Oh, he's a forward. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe so. Well, he scores lots of goals.
Well, he's probably a forward then.
Yeah, he's a left wing. So
Okay.
there you go. Okay, now the next three names are players that are kind of tough calls. Like you'd have to, they're not sure things, but could be interesting. So the first one is, would the Blues trade Jordan Kyrou, who's got talent galore, but tends to be really streaky up and down?
He's great.
And yeah, he's great when he's great, but he's not when he's not.
He's your 30 goal scorer. Hasn't he hit almost 30 every year? I believe so.
Yeah, I'd have to look that up.
I want Robert Thomas and Jordan Kyrou.
You want them both?
Yeah, you could trade someone big on my team for both of them. I'm not saying the words, but you could pick them.
He had 3 straight seasons of 30-plus goals, Phil, but this year he had played 72 games, had 18 goals, 28 assists for 46 points, and was -5. So,
yeah,
Jimmy
Snugs, Kyrou, and Robert Thomas for Brady Tkachuk. Let's do it. Yeah.
I don't see that happening. But
Yeah.
And then the GM gets fired. I know.
Yeah.
What about you, Dave? Would you be pumped if the Kings took a flyer on Jordan Kyrou?
You know what the Kings actually need? Because we have a lot of
A coach.
good guys. We have a lot of like second line, third line guys. We do not have a big name guy, and we need a big name guy. We need a guy who can put the puck in the net, and we
Like-
just don't have it.
Kopitar.
Well, even
Gretzky.
Kopitar, he wasn't like like he was great and he scored goals.
Oh, you need a superstar. You need like a
We
Crosby or an Ovechkin. Yeah, no problem.
What I'm saying is we could use a guy like Matthews who scores goals.
Sorry, my bad. Matthews. Yeah.
What he scores. And we now have Panarin who can pass him the puck. So I'm just saying.
Dude, I would take Matthews on the Sens for God's sakes.
No,
I'd
I
rather
get
not.
where Dave's coming. So I understand both of your perspectives right now, because when I listen to you talk, that's everyone that comments when I say the Wild need a number one center. It's like, well, of course, every team needs a number one center, right? But we really do need a number one center.
And Josh's
Who
like, but
is
I'm
the
different.
last-
It's different when it's
Like the Kings haven't had just a crazy goal scoring talent. I can't like. In the
you know what
longest
you
time.
are? You're a spoiled brat. That's what you are. You've had Gretzky, Robitaille, Marcel Dion. When is
Correct.
my team? When is my team at a pure goal?
I don't
No, we
care
just
about
need
the
a like a
Senators.
45, 50, goal
heater.
scorer. That we'd be fine.
You had your chance with Brady. It didn't pan out. So move on.
Nobody ever said Brady's going to score 50 goals. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Get out of be gone.
Okay,
Be gone.
moving on. We got some.
The Kings were really low in goals scored this year. They need to put the puck in the net. That's what they need.
Well, that's a
They need
better
goal
way
scorer.
of saying
Kyrou
it,
is
I
not
think.
the answer. No.
Given number one centers do not grow on trees, the next, as a Wild fan again, because it's all about me, the next player is, I have to admit, is really intriguing and a risk. But would the Anaheim Ducks trade Mason McTavish?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
23 years old, had just 17 goals, 41 points last season. Something is not clicking with him in Anaheim. And so to me, he either is what he is or he needs a change of scenery. But before you guys comment, I want to throw Louis back up here. Would McTavish, would you take a flyer on him, Louis?
I'd rather take your guy down the list a little farther,
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks.
but I won't spoil it.
What do you guys think about McTavish, Phil and Dave?
Well, he's from Ottawa-ish, Carp area. He's every game I ever watch play, I notice him, but I don't ever hear good things. So when I sing his praises, people tell me to be quiet. So I don't know what to do.
I've watched him play live probably 3 or 4 times, and I've never noticed him. There's just so many other people on Anaheim that stand out that he's just kind of disappeared to me.
Yeah.
So I haven't noticed him.
Next guy is from one of Louis's many teams, Simon Nemec, who was the 2022 number 2 overall pick, a defenseman. Similar situation to McTavish, as he either isn't as good as he was projected, or he needs a change of scenery. Any opinion on Nemec there, Louis?
For us,
For anybody? I mean, do you think he just stinks, or could be good somewhere else?
anybody on the Devils would probably be better off anywhere else.
Ooh, well, glass half full from
I
Bob
don't-
Louis.
I don't get it. Is he supposed to be like an offensive defenseman? Like he doesn't score goals. So is he
No.
just a really like is he a Stankoven kind of guy? Like a Jake Sant? Like what's going
I think the thought was that he was going to bring that offensive production on the D side, but it's not. I just think his whole development seems kind of just it was slow. It's really
too
stagnant.
small or what?
How old is he?
No.
He's young. He's a was he to
Oh, he's got to be in his early 20s,
yeah.
like 22, 23, something like that.
Stutzel age, I think.
You think it takes longer though for good quality D to develop?
Yes,
or do
it
you
does,
think they're-
but I don't
So-
know. He doesn't. He's not offensive. He doesn't. I don't know the stats, but I know he didn't even get 10 goals this year.
11.
So then obviously you're not.
Oh,
I just don't know
11
what they
goals.
want from him, right? So why is he trade bait? What slot does he fill on another team? Who would look for him? That's kind of the player I'm asking he is.
Well, take this for what it's worth, and Devils fans, please chime in on the comments. But just from like the outside casual perspective, it seems like the rhetoric coming out of New Jersey has never been great. Like it hasn't been like, oh, we're so excited about it. It's that there's more concern, and that maybe he showed up to camp that first time and almost right away they were like, oh crap, what did we do? So I don't know.
That's a hard one.
Okay, I have 5 kind of bigger names and some really interesting ones here too. Another potential trade candidate, it seems like that St. Louis might be looking at a little bit of a rebuild. Would they, could they, should they trade Binner?
Ooh.
I would love to see Edmonton go after Jordan Binnington, because I think of the sort of Cinderella story. If he comes back to Canada, brings a Stanley Cup to Connor McDavid, the first Canadian Stanley Cup since 1993. Nobody in USA will ever still care about Jordan Binnington, but his legend in Canada could take it to a whole new level at that point.
He's a goalie. He can play for a few more years. A team will pick him up. Perfect backup, and he can play in clutch situations. Got crazy experience. He'll be good. Someone will pick him up.
Well, he plays big in big games, so
Yeah.
and you're looking for someone, like you said, you look for someone who's good enough in the regular season and then goes to a whole nother level in the playoffs. And he's proved he can do that in big games. So could be big.
All right, Louis, the next guy I think is the one you were talking about. I don't think anyone would be shocked at this point if Vancouver traded Elias Pettersson, the forward one with the checkered past a little bit. 27 years old, somewhat of a tainted reputation, and very, very inconsistent. Has great seasons and then very poor seasons. And the question with him would be, is it worth the gamble? And with that question, you have to consider the fact that he has a contract that pays him $11.6 million a season through 2032 with a full no movement clause. So it's a 6-year commitment to test the waters on Elias Pettersson. Would either of any of you guys be comfortable in that scenario?
Nope. I don't want him on my team. I don't trust it. He might be great. He might have the best. He might be the greatest 30+ year old player to ever play in the NHL. I do not want my team to take a flyer on him. Weird things hover around him. And as probably the weirdest team in the NHL already for weird things orbiting around here, we don't need to add to it. I don't need another Swede. We're good. We have our token one.
Yeah, the only thing that kills him for us, Josh, is that contract. We can't do that with Kaprizov's new deal and then
Trying to sign Hughes.
signing Quinn.
Hughes.
And I would take a number 1 D over needing a number 1 center on our team.
If the Wild could do it, it would bury them for many years if he didn't work out.
That's a big chance.
Yeah.
So you get that big money crush, and then you still have a question mark on him.
So we go
For
from
how
a
long?
player who would be a very expensive flyer to not a Philadelphia flyer, but take a chance on me guy, to a player that would be a pretty cheap one. And it's Shane Wright. Still a big question mark as to
Jesus.
what his
Oh
NHL
my
potential could be. But he's
goodness.
22 years old, makes under $1 million a year, and if the Kraken want to maybe move him, is that someone that you would give a shot to? Do I take the silence as no? Not a lot of interest at this point.
I just haven't seen it. How long have we been talking about Shane Wright and he's going to blow up? Or is he?
Oh,
Or when
he does
will he?
play on the Kraken. I
Yeah,
mean,
fair.
it's like, who's he playing with? He's got nobody. So,
Well, then you should take him.
we're good.
Okay, see?
We don't-
Then there's two more names. Oh, these are probably very unlikely, or maybe not very, maybe very too strong of a word, because there is a case for them moving. But the Athletic is throwing out both Matthew Nyes and Jason Robertson. On the Nyes front, it's and I guess Toronto asked around, and the thought was that they could get a massive haul in equity back for Matthew Nyes, and they're a little bit in a rebuilding phase, and they shopped him a little bit in the spring trade deadline a few months ago. So there's that. And then on the J-Rob side, he's a restricted free agent. Everything out of Dallas is that they intend to re-sign him, but they've got a very expensive team. And sometimes these contract conversations go a little sideways. And if things don't work out, would they move J-Rob? Would either of you, any of you guys be interested or have thoughts on Nyes or J-Rob?
Yes, Nyes is
Yeah.
amazing. I would love him, but we're not getting an interdivisional trade like that. I doubt it. It's not going to happen.
I'm
Jake
willing
is-
to I'm willing to tank the next few years like the Wild did if it's J-Rob over Pedersen for sure. I'd play that card.
Yeah.
Yeah, J-Rob's amazing.
Well, he would be the scorer that the Kings need, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a Hollywood look to him. Good looking kid, eh? Tall.
Yeah. Yeah. And he grew up in California. So he'd be
Oh,
coming back
he's
to
a
the
surfer.
motherland.
Bro, let's go
Yeah.
catch some waves, man. Tubular.
Yeah, that's where he grew up playing. So yeah.
So
Bring him
of
back.
all the names and the draft pick thrown out there, what is just the most interesting to you guys?
Well, I want Cairo.
Okay.
I'd want J-Rob.
I'm going to go from the non-Wild perspective and just say that the Sharks' number 2 pick, if they could turn that into a high quality mid 20s veteran, I think that would be an incredibly smart move.
And change
someone
your
to-
uniform colors. Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Well,
You don't like the Sharks uniform
yeah,
color?
he doesn't like.
I don't like the turquoise.
What? The turquoise is awesome.
It's his ocean thing. He doesn't like the ocean, and that's the
That's
color.
true.
He's
He's
And
afraid,
sharks.
of, he's afraid
That's
of the blue
he's-
water, and he's afraid of
They're the
sharks.
Sharks. Yeah.
The ocean is not turquoise. The ocean is blue. What is
There's
turquoise
a lot
is a
of
stupid
oceans that
color.
are
There- what?
turquoise, Phil.
Your house is probably painted in turquoise. Fine, noted.
That's why he doesn't like the Jets, because he's afraid to fly.
Right.
No, I'm not afraid of flying. I don't like stupid little baby planes where people that I don't know tell me what to do. Who are you to tell me what to do? We're all in the plane together. What if I don't want to listen? What, I'm in caca when the plane lands? Well, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, one player that will not get traded is Evgeny Malkin. This past week, the Penguins re-signed Malkin to a 1-year contract with a $5.5 million. They still call it an AAV, which is weird. It's 1 year. Duh. Average annual. It'll be Malkin's 21st season with the Pens. Still pretty productive. Last season, he played just 56 games, but had 19 goals, 42 assists for 61 points, which for a 39-year-old forward to be over a point per game, I would take that.
Yeah.
And it keeps the band together of Crosby, Malkin, and Letang for at least one more season. For his career now, Gino has played 1,289 games, produced 533 goals, and totaled 1,407 points as a 3-time Stanley Cup champion. And I guess I wouldn't have minded like a guy like Malkin moonlighting again with my team. I am glad he's staying in Pittsburgh. It seems fitting at this point.
Yeah, you don't want these older players.
Yeah.
Like moonlighting was a good word, but unless everything is perfect, or you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right?
Mhm.
Just the toilet paper in the locker room could be different. You'd be like, could bother them. You never know.
It would be a culture shock. I worked at a company for 12 years, and when I left the company, I was really surprised how much it affected me, and just because it's part of like your whole
Pens are different. The
routine
bathroom's different.
for
The smell is
years.
different. The carpet's there. Everything's different. We're conditioned animals, right?
I still can't look at Patrick Kane in a Detroit uniform. And it's
No.
just weird to me. I mean, it's just, and he's been there for what, a couple of years, and I'm still like, it just looks wrong. So I don't know. So looking at Malkin in a different uniform would just
wouldn't
be like
work.
trippy. It wouldn't. Yeah.
But when Gretzky went from the Oilers to the Kings, that worked. Maybe they made it work though, right? They made it work. Yeah. It's called research and development, Phil. Okay.
Malkin is a 2006 Young Guns PSA 10 pop of only 112 with a 66% gen rate. Last sold for only $175 US on May 25th, down 42% in the past 3 months. It's crazy. 52-week high is 300. Yeah, 52-week low.
Finish, David.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just blown away by that price. That seems wrong.
There
Like
are
too
certain
low?
Young Guns that are worth collecting, and this might be one of them.
Okay.
Why is that low? Isn't Malkin one of the best Russians ever?
Well, he's just saying $175 for a pop 112 PSA 10 Young Guns seems
Low.
Very,
That
very
price
You're
seems
talking-
low.
yeah.
It's so low. It should
Yeah,
be
okay,
$500. That's what I'm saying. His
How
Young
low
Guns
do
should
you
cost
want to go?
$500, not $175.
Yeah.
If I collected Young Guns, I'd be running off and buying this one right now. It's crazy.
All right, we're moving on to our fifth topic, and of course, we got to check in at the vaunted World Championships and see how Canada is
Oh, go on, man. What is
reclaiming their national pride.
such a.
Oops.
Well, how are you guys doing?
Oh, we suck.
Yeah, well,
we're
be
the
quiet
program of mediocrity, Phil. There we go. So your team, Phil, rocking the Maple Leaf, is unfortunately out of the gold medal contention at the World Championships. Your squad was eliminated on Saturday night by Finland in the semifinals 4-2. Now Finland
They're a good team. They're a good team.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now Finland will face host country Switzerland in the finals, who beat Norway 6-0 in the other semifinals earlier on Saturday. Be kind of cool for well, I guess by Monday we were recording before the game, so sorry. I don't know who won. I would like Switzerland to win if they're the host country. It'd be awesome for the fans. Unfortunately, though, as we mentioned, Canada will not be able to get the taste of the Olympics out of their mouths at this year's World Championships, and we will not talk anymore about the USA. All that being said, though, all the headlines are Macklin Celebrini, who has continued to distinguish himself again this spring. Although as captain of Team Canada was not able to help deliver a gold medal, he's had a great tournament in 9 games played. This was before the bronze medal game. He scored 6 goals and had 15 points. It was a plus 12. And in addition to that, there's been a lot of media scuttlebutt this week, too, that the 19-year-old will soon be named as the Sharks' 13th captain.
Wow.
This fall. It's another brick in the wall of the Macklin Celebrini legend that continues to build. But like we've talked about with McDavid, and it's a much different story at 19 than 29, of course, or 20.
Leaders,
he's got to win.
The right leader can be at a young age, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's just going to have to win going forward a little bit.
Yeah, winning shuts everybody up, right? Winning allows tyrants to be tyrants. So.
Yes, it seems like, though, that, and this is not a new statement even on our show, that the gap between Macklin, Celebrini, and every other young player in the NHL is huge.
Gargantuan.
Yeah. So, okay, we have 2 more topics, and they're both a little bit heavy in different reasons. And this next one always scares me a little bit, and it's on the topic of international hockey. I want to talk about Russia. I hesitate to do it because it is such a tough balancing act between hockey talk and then people's legitimate political feelings about geopolitical situations.
So factual. Just let's stick more. So
Well,
there's short segments, and they're going to be more information. I don't know. None of us have strong opinions on it anyway. So I mean, how can't get hairy.
Well, and the more that I've thought about the whole Russia topic, in others related to sports is my current opinion has evolved to where you go back to like the purpose of the Olympics, the original purpose, right, is to use sport and competition to bring people together. And I think if we kind of take that spirit of international competition, then it does become, despite some of the real issues that people can obviously are very justified in having feelings about, that constantly just hating everybody. And it's like what in the US, again, here I'm going down the political road, but our system is designed to just make us all hate each other. And that's not productive in life in any way. It doesn't heal anything. It doesn't help anything. And so with that spirit, I was glad to see that the IHF is, I guess, softening its stance on Russia a little bit. So what they've announced is that on a tournament by tournament basis, they're going to basically decide if Russia will be eligible as a hockey team to play on the 26-27 schedule going forward. What I took that to mean is that they're just going to they want to reserve the right to see whatever happens in the world and make more short-term decisions like that, which probably is honestly pretty smart on their part. But now from the pure hockey perspective, I'm very happy about it because, I'm a big believer, like, if my team wins the Stanley Cup, I don't want it to be because the other team's star player got hurt. And then their goalie got hurt. It's like, I want to be the best in beating the best. Like, that's important to me. And you have to admit, right? Again, politics aside, that Russia can put together a formidable hockey team. And in any international competition, that's a big asterisk at this point. It's like, sure, you beat everybody, but so
you can't. Let's say, think of it as an MMA fight, or let's say I'm the greatest MMA fighter ever, but there's this big rumor of this big badass out that lives in the mountains, and he's a horrible person because he goes down and he beats children at recess. Like, okay, so I'm not going to fight him because he's a bad guy. Like I maybe that's a silly analogy. I'm not trying to trivialize war between countries. I'm not, but I'm saying that's where I look at sport is the complete opposite. The top of the heap. We just want to find out who the best at something is, whether it's hockey or boxing or it's a chance to put everything on pause, right? Like, didn't that on World War II on Christmas Day they had a snowball fight? I'm also trying not to.
I think they played the Germans. It was in Bastogne in France, I believe, where they maybe sung carols or did something like that. Somewhere in the front line.
They restored humanity for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So why we don't have to lose? I'm not trying to be too dramatic, but like, where's it's a hockey game. The game of hockey is not at war right now, and we want to find out who the best is. Yes, there are bad people in this world. Yes, there are good people in this world. I'm objective about it. I don't bring those feelings into the thing of being the best in. I'm not trying, I'm sorry if that's cold, but
Well, I would also throw on there, and this is purely my opinion, and it's the older I get, and I think so as an American, like, we're taught that, well, America's good and everyone else that doesn't like us is evil. And then you grow up and you start to learn things and you're like, is it really that black and white?
No.
Or is it a lot messier? And, so the divider between good and bad or good and evil gets a little blurrier for me as I get. And I hate to say that because as a very proud American, I want to be the pinnacle of good. And so it's like,
it's because as we get older, we realize how everything's a contradiction, including ourselves, right? I mean, everything is a contradiction. Everything. That's why I'm always careful. Generally, there's always outliers, but generally, that's why I talk ridiculous like that, because I'm paranoid of contradicting it all the time,
Well, and we're in the twilight hours of the greatest goal scorer in our game, and to get to see him play one last time in an international competition is not a bad thing. It's very exciting to watch him go up against Team Canada and Team USA and some of these other big teams. And so, giving the fans what they want to be able to see him compete again and to see him compete with a very good team is exciting.
Can I like is this too far? I love that Ovi is a proud patriot of his country. I love that. And I'm not smart enough to know the politics over that. Yeah, I can scratch the surface. I can actually probably hold my own pretty good, but I'm not going to pretend to be an expert and to know the needs and the wants of the territory. To me, I do know a lot about history, and everybody's living on somebody else's land at some point. And you can't correct me on that because that's a fact. Everybody is on everybody's old land. And you can go how far back? Where's your line? Your line's different than somebody else's line. Anyways, I like how Ovechkin is proud to be Russian. Whether you like Russia or not, he's patriotic, and I love that. I'm a proud Canadian. I'm also a proud Greek person of my family's culture. I I can separate that. Is that wrong? Is that like a moral issue? Like
I don't think it's a wrong statement, Phil, but I think it's very controversial to say that, and I'm not. But the one thing I would like to add to that, and maybe this is my American bias, but it kind of feels and seems like the Russian situation and the dictatorship there, and some of the stuff that happens is that I don't know how you couldn't be a proud Russian and not fear maybe for the security and safety of the people you love in your home country. That to me would seem like to be a very bad idea. And so so I always get maybe a little, or I tend to get a little sensitive when people criticize people like Ovi for being a proud, and he might very well be a proud. I don't know him. So
his family lives there. Yeah, no, that's a very good point, Josh.
But we got a lot of that talk with Kaprizov, and it's like, well, when your mother and father and brother and sister are there, you're not going to come to America and flip the bird at Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
That's a poor idea. And you want a little bit, look at, and who knows exactly what happened, but look at Matvei Michkov and his whole dad situation floating in a pond somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm
not, I want to make it clear. Like Russia's a placeholder when I was saying that. I'm proud that person A is proud of their country B. I like that. I like it when someone's proud of who they are and where they came from. I have that completely put aside of the current politics.
Yeah.
I don't read up on it enough. I don't know.
And it's hard because the people that suffer, the athletes that suffer, are the ones who are they're the ones that are punished, and they're
I think you had the best point.
It sucks.
Ovechkin in his twilight hours. To me, Dave, that was the best point in this whole conversation.
I just want to see
real travesty.
I want to see the best players play against each other, and in international competition, you get that. And so,
well, what's been the biggest separator from a hockey standpoint in international competition, and the thing that especially in Canada has been, who can we trust in net? When you're Russia and you can field a goaltender roster of Vasilevsky, Sorokin, and Shesterkin, oh my gosh.
You're good. You're set.
That's incredible. And then, maybe to close it out, but the last thing I'll say about the politics side of this is that, we've really kind of structured this show to be, we're all friends, right? And so people are getting to experience, and we're just three buddies and Louis in the background who can definitely chime in if he wants to in talking this stuff out. So don't treat any of this conversation like we're trying to push opinions or statements. We're just trying to learn from each other. And so I would love for people to comment on this, but what I would ask is that you do it in a way that continues the conversation, because I definitely don't have my mind made up. I'm wanting to learn more perspective of other people. And I do know some that there's very real bad, scary things. Correct. And why people have their opinions, and that is very much respected. But as tough of a balancing act as it is, I do think it is, a good thing to have these conversations, because that's our opportunity to learn.
Yeah.
So, okay. Lastly, in the weekly 7, I just wanted to give a quick acknowledgement and memoriam to, of course, Claude Lemieux, who we all know most of us know passed away this week, who was 60 years old. It's been widely reported that, of course, he took his own life which is very sad when any person comes to that conclusion. The only thing I'll say about that is if anyone out there is feeling bad and maybe like it's not worth it, please find anyone to talk to. Situations in life are always temporary and can improve. On the note of his suicide, though, the family has decided to have his remains studied at Boston University, who is leading the way in CTE research to see if that impacted Claude. And as we're finding, and there's a lot of NFL stories about this for players that it seems that played in the mid 90s to early 2000s when there's kind of this apex in athlete performance and bigger, faster, stronger, more powerful, with maybe the equipment not being there, and then definitely still in that. I grew up playing football in the era of you get a concussion and the coaches, oh, you got your bell rung, get back in the game, you wuss, and go hit somebody, right? And I think we're still kind of in that mentality. We're just leaving it at that point, and so we see another of these guys that are seeming to deal with these CTE issues. So hopefully the family is able to get some answers there.
This one hit hard. This one hit harder than, I don't know why. Like Chris Cornell and Robin Williams are the only other two like famous. Lots of people. I mean, everyone's going to die, right? And as we get older, more people are dying. But those two celebrities, especially Robin Williams, like I teared up. I've never met him, but that to this day it affects me. The Claude Lemieux, I didn't even really like the Chris Draper thing. I mean, we won't go there. This one, I kind of like stopped dead in my tracks a little bit when you guys told me. It's odd how it's just that name, those images are so a part of so many people's childhoods. TSN Sports Desk, or sorry, whatever, ESPN for you guys. Just I don't know. He was always in the news up here, and that was a big one, a big loss in the hockey world. I think this week, it's a big one.
I think that the concussion thing is also just a very big. I don't know. We have friends. I won't mention names, but a former NFL player who retired because of concussions, and his family has often said that he is just a completely different person now. Like it's just,
that's scary.
Yeah.
Like
it's really sad. Like he just, he's just different. And
like a potato, kind of like just stares at the wall, or
no, not like that.
Like
it's
moodier,
just,
right? I think like people get like
personality is a lot different. And, this was, he probably retired 10 years ago or so. So it was kind of in that frame where people were learning more about it, but it is a very real thing. And there's, we also have, Seau, who also took his life, and it was a very similar.
Well, Hernandez, the Patriots guy, he went total gangster, man, after he had a head injury, right? He went total thug or something.
So yeah,
the Seau one was shocking because he was he was a big. Yeah, it's like these Samoans, they have beautiful smiles like The Rock and just seem to be this larger than life personality. And I remember that one hitting hard too. As a tiny remembrance, though, we'll talk about the player of Claude Lemieux. He'll always be remembered as a 4-time Stanley Cup champion in 1986 with the Montreal Canadiens, in 1995 with the Devils, and then in 1996 with the Avalanche, and in 2000 with the New Jersey Devils. Was the 1995 Conn Smythe Trophy winner as a playoff MVP with the Devils. One of the great playoff performers of his era, finishing the NFL playoff career with 80 goals and 158 points in 234 playoff games. Won Stanley Cups with 3 different teams, which is not too many people have done. Scored 379 regular season goals and 786 regular season points over 1,215 games. Known as a clutch postseason scorer, often raising his game in the playoffs compared to the regular season. Member of the 1985-86 NHL rookie team after breaking in with Montreal. Of course, key part of 2 Devils championship teams, especially the 95 team where he led the playoff run offensively. Major piece of the 1996 Avalanche championship team, helping Colorado win the Cup in its first season after moving from Quebec. And remembered as one of the NHL's most hated but effective playoff agitators, combining scoring, physicality, and edge. So rest easy, Claude.
He's basically the opposite of Corey Perry. Like he went to teams and he won Stanley Cups with them.
pretty much.
instead of lost Stanley Cups
He-
with them.
Patrick Waugh wouldn't have had his first Conn Smythe if Claude Lemieux didn't score the conference-winning goal against. I was starting to sound smart. I think it was. I forget. Oh, Hartford. It was Hartford. I remember. Claude Lemieux scored the game winner conference final that put the Habs into the finals, then gave Patrick Waugh his award and cups. And yeah. Anyways.
All right. Well, that's our weekly 7. Slab Sharks is a Gong Show partner and sponsor. Thankful for their support of our show. The current Slab Sharks weekly eBay auction is live and ends this upcoming Thursday night. More than 6,000 sports cards available this week to bid on. Head to slabsharks.com today to mark your favorites. Get the bid strategy ready. As you'd expect, many huge cards in this week's auction. But again, with more than 6,000 cards, there's something for absolutely everyone. Every week, collectors are turning unwanted cards into cash via Slab Sharks. They make it super easy because they do all the work. If you haven't tried selling on Slab Sharks, we definitely recommend giving it a shot. Pick a few cards that I would suggest in the $20+ range. Send them in, and I'm very confident you'll be pleased with the results. All you got to do is complete the sign up. It takes a minute or two. There's a link in the description of our show if you want an easy path to do that. And then you just print off a consignment form, sign it, write the number of cards you're sending in, box them up, ship them, and you're done. Whether it's 20 cards or we just got a 700+ card submission this week here. Slab Sharks does a great job taking care of you. Plus, your cards get listed in the biggest weekly hockey auction there is. And as I mentioned, with cards getting sent here, if you're an American hockey card collector, we've partnered with the team at Slab Sharks, and the Gong Show is the official U.S. submission center, which means that you just send your cards to us and we get them to the auction for you, helping you avoid any international shipping woes and hassle. So for complete consignment information, including payout rates, and to get the submission process started today, visit the link in the description or head to slabsharks.com. Hobby news!
Hobby news.
Hobby news.
Hobby news.
Yay!
Okay, listen, rewind. Sorry, not rewind. Actually, rewind. Just quickly on the PSA thing. Not the PSA thing. The
Slab Sharks?
I have the notes up. The Slab Sharks. Shouldn't we say if you're sending cards in to Slab Sharks USA, which is us or you and Louis, you should put them in top loaders, please?
Yeah.
Can't we say that?
Yeah.
We never say that.
Please put them in top loaders. That'd be good.
Yeah, Josh, you called me. Oh my God, there's like 550 cards are not in top
Yeah,
loader.
we sorted it out. It was a private family matter. We sorted it out. We're all
But
good.
listen, I don't want my friends doing that at almost the age of 50. No offense, Dave. I want my,
I'm not there yet. I got 2 more days.
so please, if you send the cards, we're forever grateful. We are, but it doesn't mean we're just going to bend over all the time. Put them in top loaders, man. Come on, be the good listener's a good, strong person. They can do this. It's a teamwork thing. Put them in
Thank
top
you, Phil.
loaders. Josh's
Thank you.
sensitive hands. It's right. Yeah, I'm glad I just thought of that. Yeah. Anywho, all right.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Phil.
hobby news. There we go.
Hobby news. Well, keeping the YouTube hobby full of joy and merriment this week was the news that PSA has shut down value submissions on all their value tiers. Not these tiers, but TIERS. PSA is facing, according to them, a backlog of more than 10 million cards. Effective June 2nd, so at 3 p.m. Eastern, June 2nd, they'll be suspending all value and bulk level grading tiers. Imagine owning a business where you had 10 million more orders than you could handle. How good life would be. Holy crap.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's an order. One order has 50 cards. One order has 100 cards.
Yeah.
That's not cards. That's orders.
Yeah.
That's not cards.
Oh,
That's per person, per order.
I'm actually really nervous for my my boys Jake and Robert at their LCS and SEMI, because they rely heavily on these submissions. That's their bread and butter. And I was talking to them this weekend, and they're just like, this could really hurt if this goes a while.
Or
Well,
it could
is
push
it
them to maybe
PSG?
start doing
Yeah.
BGS or SGC or CGC.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
true.
Sorry,
That's
Brad.
true.
Wait, what's Brad gonna do now? And not because Canada's just a submission center. Do they just take a break? Do they all go to like
Oh, I'm
But
sure
why-
there'll be a lot of customer service issues, and it's not all level tiers. I mean,
Yeah, there's
this is
still
like
submission.
where we'll see what the price threshold really is, like how many people still
What do you
submit.
mean? So you can still submit, you just have to pay more?
$80 is the US is the minimum. It's the regular service
Oh,
level
so if
tier.
you have a big card, you're fine.
Yeah.
That's good. Thin out the herd.
So PSA's goal is to get down to a backlog of just 5 million before they reinstate the lower level tiers. And their initial estimate is it will take them 4 months to do that. So we're looking at them resuming the cheaper level grading tiers in the fall at the earliest. So during the value level pause, now the cheapest grading option will again be the regular service level, which costs $80 per card. The turnaround time, though, for regular service is being increased to 50 to 60 business days, which is that's 3 months, so 20 to 22 business days in a month typically. I hate that I still know that from my corporate days, but I do. Trying to forget all this stuff, but yeah, and so a lot of people have been talking about like what are the potential repercussions, right? Will this steer more collectors to BGS, SGC, or CGC, or TAG? But I think TAG just suspended their lowest level tiers as well. Does it help in a way PSA build more business into their BGS and SGC brands? Yeah. Oh, a side note on this: has this crossed your mind? Now that PSA owns like Beckett, let's use them as an example. Is it a little bit weird to you that the value of a PSA is 10 is still so much greater than a BGS 9.5,
No.
considering it's the same company?
No, it makes too much sense. Of course not. That's why they didn't change the labels or anything. They're like, no.
Yeah.
They're like, listen, what? Make the press release 9 business days later. No one's going to remember.
Yeah.
It's true.
And we just mentioned, like, every time PSA has tried to raise their prices or increase turnaround times to slow down submissions, they just keep coming in. So we'll see if what the effect that $80 minimum now has. And I mentioned TAG has paused their express services due to increased demand. CGC has kept their services open, but is increasing turnaround times at just about every service level. And the world of grading honestly just can't keep up with demand. I mean, that's what's happening. Okay, to bring this into the hockey perspective, so I don't know how many people out there, or Dave or Phil, if you guys caught on, what's the guy? It's like Sports Card Professor or Professor Sports Cards. I always get those
Yeah, a
mixed
little
up.
angry guy.
He had a live show and he had Jason Mashra, the president of Upper Deck, on his show the other day, and I tuned in because I wanted to see what Jason had to say. And it wasn't a long topic, but when the topic of grading came up at some point, and Jason made a comment about how small the total number of hockey cards that are graded. And he made a point that I never considered, and I'm wondering if it's truth or convenient logic. I'm not accusing Jason, of course, of being dishonest, but he said that very little hockey cards are graded due to the fact that hockey hobby is so collector centric. And it's not flippers and investors, and
No, he knows that's not. Can Dave
I would
answer
thought just because
first?
we're so small.
Can Dave answer, and then let me think. I'm gonna think before.
I think it's two things. I think one, you look at the amount of people who are collecting hockey compared to the other sports, and it's a fraction. I mean, you look at, when you do the report every month where you go through like the grading reports, you look at hockey and it's like, right after badminton or whatever, like we're way down on the list. And so that's a huge effect to it. And then two, I think overall, if you compare hockey to the other major sports, you're going to find more people who are collectors than flippers. Whereas I think there is a large percentage. So between those two, you have to agree with Jason, but that just might be a numbers thing. So.
Gotcha. Now, do you want to answer, Phil, or chime in?
So I play my Uno reverse card to the panel.
Oh.
I say, what is me supposed to do when someone who you admire and is very presidential and says presidential things, and you and your friends are on the front lines of the hobby, of most parts of the hobby. And then if you're not, you have friends of friends who you meet and hang out with who are on the front lines of the hobby, of things that I don't even do, right? Like I can hang out an hour with a buddy at the expo, and his wheelhouse is Future Watch Autos. And while I'm talking to him, he dealt with like 6 people that just came up wheeling and dealing. That's a part of the card shows I love, right? So when Jason says that, and I see it a little differently, and I feel like my card experience, my hobby experience, there is so much grading. It's actually there's such a blanket of grading. It's made it easy for me to kind of ignore it because it's so popular. I'm kind of like a contrarian that way, right? If there was less grading, if it was more true, not more true, but if I agreed more with Jason, I wouldn't be witnessing so many cards changing hands that are graded. I can't tell you how many people are like, "Oh yeah, you like it? You like the cards, eh, Raw? Yeah, sorry, Phil, I got nothing."
You're
I have it
also
all
though
in my
not a
GoPro.
football collector, and I'm not either. So we don't know.
Well,
Maybe
that's
it's
the thing.
even.
Yeah. So the flip side of that coin is what Dave said. I have nothing to compare hockey to. I'm not at hockey, or I'm not at baseball card shows. I don't know the difference. Maybe there people are like, "What? This guy wants a raw card? Get out of here, loser!" Like, is it that bad? I don't know.
Well, and Jason has his pulse on those other
Well,
markets
exactly.
because Upper
So,
Deck doesn't just produce hockey cards.
yeah. No,
They produce
100%.
a lot of other things, and so Jason has a much better pulse on what's happening in those other hobbies than us. We just hear like this or what we see, but we're not going to shows. I mean, I'll go to like a show the one time I went to the big show in Anaheim, there was 400 tables and less than 10 of them had hockey, and so,
Yeah, but that's your reality, Dave. That's listen, that's your reality. That's why our opinions are maybe different. My reality, I've been to Florida when I was 12. That's it. That's all I've done. So my reality is Ontario
Right.
and Quebec.
Right.
And I'm telling you, I feel my finger is very good on the pulse. I do go to a lot of shows. I do talk to a lot of people. Don't cut yourself short either. Like we are thoroughly involved in the hockey card hobby, thoroughly. And that's a very fair statement, right? Most of our good friends are as well. And that's also, so I'm not cutting myself short there. I feel like if someone asked me a question to represent a certain part of the hobby, I'm proud, not nervous. I'm proud to answer it. And that's how I look at it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also like kind of taking data. I'm trying to draw data from different points. Like you go on our Discord and it's a very active Discord.
Good.
And
that's a very fair point.
One of the the subject line that besides general chat, the next most subject line is show us your cards.
They're almost never graded.
They're almost never graded. And
that's good.
We also have a like buy from people. That one's pretty dead compared to show us your cards. And so just from the community, from our Discord, who is actively participating in that, it is a much higher collector base.
And that's the vibe we give though, right? And so maybe I'm not giving that enough credit, right? So I'm taking that for granted. So that's those are very good points.
And the people at the shows, they're there to sell cards, to move cards so that they can continue to go to shows. And so you're drawing from that experience when there's a lot of people who never even go to a show and they're just picking up stuff for their PC and they're not really moving cards. I mean, I talked to Anthony once and I'm like, Anthony, you open so much stuff. Like, how are you moving all these cards? And he's just like, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not. Just have some.
Your spare bedroom.
I want to hang out in his spare bedroom just for a day. That would be amazing.
He said it's getting a little crazy, but
I'll babysit Sophia. I'll watch that. I'm great with kids. Love kids. Well, I like good kids. I don't
So
like bad kids.
there is one argument that I've heard on a lot of hobby shows that I do have a little bit of a dissenting opinion on, and that has been like that the shutdown of these lower level tiers is really going to hamper or hurt the vendors and flippers. I know it doesn't help, but the counterpoint that I haven't heard to that is at current status, it takes like 9 months to get those submissions back anyways. So how is that a viable business to begin with? If you're trying to flip cards and it takes a minimum of 6 months to get those grade back, that's not.
They could have staggered it. I know that's not ideal, but they could okay, in their head they're like, so this took 6 months, next one will take 7. I'm gonna send this many. I'm gonna mail another 1 week. I don't know. That's I'm pulling at straws here, trying to.
Yeah, that is true because you got to wait so long. You have no.
That's
idea
what I would do.
Happen
I
with
would
the market of that person.
Yeah, perpetual harvest.
Yeah,
and as more of a collector, that is my biggest issue with grading, and probably the reason why I never grade is I don't want to wait 11 months to get my cards back.
Well,
I graded the one Patrick Waugh Electrifying I got in Saskatoon. I handed it to Sylvan, who's a major grader vendor guy, and I didn't get the card back till the Spring Expo. That sucks. It's like it's not fun to me to take 7 months to
maybe they lost your card and then they found it.
I will say I've never had it take 7 months. Even like now I'm getting submission back in like 4. So
okay.
It's still a long time, but it's not like 6 or 7.
No.
Well, now you can't send it in. Well, no, if you pay $80, right?
I sent my last one in on Saturday. That was the cutoff.
So what's the biggest hoopla? So I had no idea. You can still send a card in. You just got to pay $80.
Correct. But
so what? Okay, well, I'm being very ignorant. I'm assuming because you mentioned this is a lot of people's livelihood, like the See Me boys, right? So
correct.
I'll refrain. But my reaction, my twitch is, well, then pay the $80. No,
but there's a ton of cards where the sort of the math doesn't work out at $80 grading fee.
Yeah, that's where I'm being ignorant. I apologize for that. That's no good.
Yeah, because a lot of people grade, young gun cards where, if they get a PSA 10, it's $100.
Yeah, it's that 140.
So,
margins or
you pay $80 and you get a PSA 9 and it's now worth $15. That's pretty heavy.
If it's a $500 and above raw card, it probably doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, 80's a hit. Come on, that's $20 from 100. I'm aware that's a hit. I'm thinking right from a. Well, you're I'm not thinking like a businessman right now. So.
Well, it'll be interesting when you do these reports, Josh, like the grading reports.
Oh,
like if you see a shift. That's kind of like where my
there's such a backlog. They're still going to be grading like maniacs. They won't.
Correct, but somewhere there's got to be a shift where there was like that dead area where
Mike Baker should. I mean, I hope he gets busier. I hope this just means other grading companies get more hobby accepted. But if he was smart with his credentials, he should start a hobby grading school. Just pump out 50 graders bi-weekly. How many more you want? Oh yeah, there's Tiffany. She's really good with.
I've got even a better idea. Make it a grading school's military academy.
Yeah, let's send our kids to it.
Like where you make them do like push-ups and they have to wear monocles.
I got a few kids I'll send to that school.
Move the wood pile. Yeah, see that pile of wood? Move it over there, and then the next day you have to move it back.
There's our grading talk.
Yeah.
One more hobby news thing. I'm just fascinated by these stories, but Classic Auctions this month will be auctioning off another iconic Wayne Gretzky game used jersey. It's a signed game used Kings jersey from his first year in LA, and it'll be part of the Classic Auctions June auction event. Gretzky wore the alternate captain patch in that season, which was 1988-89. It was also the last season in which he'd win a Hart Trophy. You think about that, like he played 11 more years, after he won his last Hart Trophy.
Man, I know those CCMs are. I know they're poofy, but holy crap, that one looks super poofy. You know, maybe that's because he could tuck it in. He needed it wider so he could tuck in the back. You know, the classic Gretzky tuck. I don't know.
I really wish that auto was on the back though, not on the front shoulder.
On the number.
Because when you display it, usually you display it in some kind of case or whatever. So do you display the back without the auto or the front where you're like, who's that?
You probably put it on a mannequin inside. I mean, this is going to be spendy enough where you would have a $20,000 display case.
I would love to see a mannequin in Josh's house. Are you crazy? That you would be so scared.
You would be afraid
of pull my pants
down late at night to get a
going to pee. Like,
Jenny. Oh, never mind. It's just it's the Wayne.
You know what? And again, in a couple weeks, we're less than 2 weeks away, you're going to get the full dose of Sweet Baby Ava. She loves horror movies.
Oh, yes. This is great.
That's like
I can't wait. Great. Yeah. I'll start writing down my good recommendation list.
Okay. So again, in that season, which this jersey was, where Gretzky won the Hart, he had 168 points in 78 games played. It's a white home jersey. Another kind of interesting fact about this jersey in that season is that Gretzky played in all 40 Kings home games that year and scored at least 1 point in every one of those games. It's the only time it has been accomplished by a player in a schedule of 70 games or more. It's kind of like a useless but interesting fun fact.
Gave the people their money.
You're talking about with the Kings or with any?
With any team ever.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Holy money.
The jersey has also been photo matched for the first round of the playoffs. So do we want to make our official guesses what we think this I'll say $500,000.
Yeah, what did the other one go for? 2.2.
Oh yeah, maybe I'm really under. But that was a Oilers Stanley Cup Finals jersey.
Right. I do realize that.
I know there's too many variables. I have no idea. I don't like guessing.
I'm gonna say just south of $1 million. That would
$1, Bob.
What?
$1, Bob.
Everyone's over. I win.
New product releases brought to you by Gongshow friend and partner GP Sports Cards and their hobby shop, Total Sports Cards. Grant is always buying collections almost every day. Oh, pretty much every day. If you have a collection you're looking for someone to trust to, take good care of you, if you want to move it, contact Grant at a shop, Total Sports Cards in Etobicoke, or message them via the GP Sports Cards Instagram account. Again, they will do a great job and take very good care of you. I think that's why he gets so many of these big collections, because the reputation he's built. You can also order all the latest hockey releases from TotalSportCards.com, their website, and they'll ship right to your doorstep anywhere in Canada. And then don't forget to hit up their break site, GBSportsCards.com, to get your spots for Grant's Wednesday and Friday night breaks that are all live streamed on their very popular YouTube channel. They have such a brand confusion issue. As a brand person for more than 25 years professionally, I would love more than anything to help them sort that out. Just throwing that out there. I die a little bit on the inside.
Did you write that in your script there, Captain? No. I can't take it anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you're an auto mechanic and the engine rattles every time. It's like, I could really fix
your neighbor's exhaust and you don't like the guy. You're like, listen, I don't like you, but we got to fix this.
Yeah.
This is a huge week. And we're going to get into a lot of the reasons why. I'm very, very excited for this new product releases topic. On Wednesday, which is June 3rd, 25-26 Extended Series hits hobby shops. Remember, our next show will be a YouTube live show that night starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Gongshow YouTube channel. We'll get the inside scoop from Billy and on all the great stories. And so we hope to see you in the chat. But today, though, we're going to do a quick review of the checklist and key card designs in anticipation for that Wednesday release. We won't go through everything, but you can see the complete checklist on hockeychecklist.com. Okay, so we're going to go through the checklist, and I got a whole bunch of kind of big picture questions that I'd love to get your guys' opinion on. So the base set. We always start with the base set. There's 4 different components to the base set in 25-26 Extended. You have base veterans, base 4 nations, young guns, and first-round rookies. And there's a couple really interesting topics in this. All of them have the same parallels. So there's the holiday parallel, which looks like is sticking. Then you have the Outburst Silver. Holiday and Outburst Silver are ratioed, and it'll depend on the odds will depend on whether it's a vet or young guns or first round rookie, etc. Then you have Deluxe out of 250, Exclusives out of 100, Outburst Red out of 25, High Gloss out of 10, and then the Outburst Gold 101. I want to jump right to the Four Nations. So there's 53 players on the checklist. All key names are from the four Four Nations teams: the USA, Canada, Sweden, and Finland.
Hughes is in it. Sorry, Hughes. That's a real card there.
That's a real card.
Oh, baby. Here we go. Yeah, because they're tricking the Olympics thing, right? They're just going to
it's a little bit of
it's perfect. It's great. It's fantastic. It's a perfect thing to do. But this is big news. Sorry, Madigan. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm glad you brought. This is one of our big talkers. Like, what do you think this card is worth?
I don't know. It makes the hobby juicy. Big fat watermelon. Yeah.
And again, I'm going to throw this out there now. I don't want to talk about it, but I want you guys to, and the people out there, and good listener and on YouTube, to start noodling this. Where I'm going to ask the question when we're done with this: is this the most important flagship release ever? Big question. But again, though, when we talk about cards like this, though, this is a new twist to a very important product, and not only Jack Hughes, but we'll have Macklin Celebrini Gold Outburst in Team Canada, Connor McDavid. If you're Swede or Finn, you'll have your favorite.
What you're saying. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
right.
Sure.
There's a lot of juicy hits in this, like crazy.
Wait, so what's the price? What's it coming out at? Oh, please.
No, we'll save that.
Okay.
We'll save it, but
yeah.
I want to save it, but guess right now what you think the price is.
I already know what it is.
What?
Because I tried to buy a case and I was priced out. So
Oh, come on. See, that's what. Well, that
I tried to buy a case a long time ago, months ago.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It is. It's okay. I'm expecting nothing less, and that's
okay. Well, again, though, let's see what's in here, and then we'll definitely give our opinions. So we have these big cards, which I think, and again, this is the impact of the Outburst Parallels. I don't think these hit much if they're just base cards, but the Outburst Gold in the national uniforms, for all these players, I'm predicting that there'll be a pretty significant chase around these. But now we have our young guns, right? So there's 40 players. They beefed it up a little bit on the young guns checklist. The key names are Beckett Seneca. So we have a really big rookie young gun there. We're getting the Upper Deck made the decision, as we talked about last week, to put Zeev in his Nux uniform, and he'll have 2 young guns this year. And then you have some, secondary minor chases, but Berkeley Catton, people are excited about him, but we hit some of his big O-Pee-Chee Platinum cards in our breaks this weekend, and people were excited. You have, for the Sharks, the Igor, is it Chernyshev, who had some moments this past season. So he played 28 games and had 19 points as a rookie. And then you got a couple of brothers, if that interests you, and Flory and Jack Eye. And everyone found out when O-Pee-Chee Platinum that Kale McCarr had a brother who also plays for the Abs, and Taylor McCarr, if that piques your fancy at all. But again, though, so we have Four Nations, Outburst Golds, and now we're going to have Beckett Seneca, big young guns chases as well. Then, and now this is the next really interesting topic to me in Extended Series. So Upper Deck has re-engineered the first round rookies a little bit. They've taken a different approach. So they've used this card to supplement the fact that they can't really come up with 50 decent young guns for Extended Series, and for the last few years have used draft day photos. So them, in their oversized jersey with their goofy hat on and their hair poofing out the side of it, they've gone to more of an action shot, and it kind of reminds me of like the 1990 Upper Deck, how they would have the young guns and the first round rookie variation, but now we're using an NHL playing photo in there too. There's only 10 players on the checklist. So there's Demidov, Schaefer, Seneca, and Misa are included on it. I don't know how I feel about this, if I'm being honest with you.
What is this for again? This is the same. I see the little badge there, so I know exactly it's the round 1 draft. They're just using the action shot, just what you said, right? That's the only difference.
Instead of the portrait shot, they're using an action shot to maybe beef it up a little bit because nobody cared about
Yeah,
that.
no, I really like the move, but as you were talking, I'm looking at the card, I'm thinking, and I was thinking the exact same thing. I don't know.
Is it Young Guns redundant? That's my only. I like it better than the draft. So my opinion, and you guys can all chime in. And Louis, I saw you in the background. I actually want you to pop on here too. Is that it's a step in the right direction. I don't think it's like a finished product. I'd love to see them continue to noodle on this a little bit.
My question too is how much. So in the past, in extended, you get 3 or 4 young guns, and then you get some filler draft marks. Now that there's 40 young guns instead of 30, my hope is that if you're getting a first round draft pick card, that it's only 1, and then the other 5 are young guns. But I guess we can ask Billy.
Well, the byproduct of that is there's going to be a lot of young guns of names that aren't going to get you super excited.
Wait a minute. If there's no base cards of these, there's just out of 100, right?
No, there are
No. There's base cards
as well.
This is just
every
the
parallel.
exclusive.
Okay,
There's
so
a gold outburst.
I would have made them extremely rare, only out of 100, and I would have made no base cards. That would have been really cool. That's how you make them worth something right away. No base cards, just exclusives. What?
You still have the problem that you only have 40 rookies and you're getting 6 young guns per box, and so then it oversaturates because there's 10 less young guns. Does that make sense?
You mean 10 more?
Well, there's 10 more, but 10 less from Series 1 and Series 2.
The way
That's why they put the draft day marks in, or the first round draft pick cards in there.
Yeah, it connects.
Because there's only 30 young guns, so they're filling it in with something else.
It's just worded now, Dave, that you get 6 young guns or first round rookie cards. So you're going to get 6, a combination of 6.
I realize how the wording is. I just want to know what we're actually getting. Because if you're still only getting like, oh, we got 3 young guns and I got 3 first round draft base cards, I would be kind of like,
Well, okay. So we can do math. This isn't a math show. But there's just like with young guns, there's a total of 50. So there's 40 young guns and 10 first round rookies, right? So you get 6 per box. So it'll be, and oh God,
you should get 1 draft day and 5 young
20% of the odds of hitting a first round rookie over a young guns. Right?
So it's
I can't say my head.
It's not a perfect math system. So basically, I think what's going to happen is you're going to get 4 or 5 young guns. So you're going to get 1 or 2 of the draft. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, Louis, you're a fan of these?
Fan, not 100%, but when I saw this card, it's just a nostalgia. It brought me back to the 90s cards, and all the cards seeing that, and that's what excited me right out of the gate. I think I'll warm up to them, though. I think it's cool. I like it.
Reminds me of the Star Rookie Achievement cards. That's kind of the feel. It's
what? Not at all. Not even close. No.
So if the Demidov Young Guns Outburst Gold, let's say, sells for $50,000, what is the Outburst Gold first round rookies sell for? 10? 20?
Oh God, we have that now too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's a little.
And you have the red outburst out of 25. You have the deluxe.
David.
Now that's where it gets to be too much for me.
Muddies the waters a little bit.
Yeah. It very, very much. If there was just, I guess you have to number it somehow.
I don't. Yeah, that badge right there makes it not a young that the yellow circle, just the image, the brand recognition alone makes that a subpar recognized card. Does that make sense?
It's not a young gun. It doesn't say young gun anywhere.
That's not what I'm saying. I know I know it's not a young guns, but this card has been that badge has been around forever. It's been in our hobby forever, and it's never been recognized as a badass card.
It's JV Young Guns. We'll use the term junior varsity again.
Yeah. Empty calorie rookie card, right?
But that's okay, right?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying, of course not. No, everyone's got to eat from the trough. But that's all.
here's the other thing, and it goes back to a little bit the extended issue, or in having three flagship releases is, as if you want to call it empty calories, okay. But that being said, I would rather have this Ivan Demidov first round rookie than literally the 48th Young Guns or the 148th Young Guns in a year of a guy who probably played 3 games in the NHL and has been back in Yugoslavia for, even though it doesn't exist, for the past 2 years. So
I agree to that. This is an excellent, I think, execution and idea from a card company to see if something sticks during a very booming time. In 15 years, do I think this card will have as much relevance as it will in the next 5 years? No, I do not. Maybe that's why, I don't know, we all
capitalize quickly if you hit a big card, one of these. That's what I would recommend.
I would sell it. I personally, Phil, would sell any player that I collect and I hit this card, gold outburst, red outburst, silver outburst, I would sell it in the climate of our hobby today. Yes.
Well, yeah, and you made a good point, Josh. Like if you're selling that card, it's going to go for way more money than the 148th Young Gun. Like you compare gold outburst to gold outburst, it's going to be a huge difference.
Okay. Now we're still on the base set, and there are some additional, what I think are interesting chases. So we have the base variations. There's 3 different variations. All have unknown, unpublished odds. There's no preview images, which makes it a little tough, but I do want to mention them. So we get our Swagnificent, which I think is, it's okay. It's like, it's guys in their fits, as the kids like to say, as they're walking into the stadium. But there are 2 interesting base photo variations that I think are newer with extended and make it kind of, again, a little interesting element to this release. You have playoff variations, so that use playoff photos in their base cards, and then you have special game variations. So if there's a big record or a career milestone, that they would use an image for that game. I think I like that as a player collector. I think that's a cool wrinkle.
I hope it's on the back of the card. It specifies or says something.
Yeah, that would be good.
So we know. So it's not just like a base card that's just thrown in the trash.
Or you don't have to be one of those like nerdy guys that like is super into the players.
Right.
Like,
well,
that's when he skated in his 873rd game.
Right. And if it says it on the card, then I'm like, yes, awesome. Want to see that.
Doesn't do much for you, Phil?
No, I'm going to stay out of this one. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to move on to inserts now. So again, with extended, there's some major insert chases. None maybe bigger than the acetate Young Guns.
Oh, baby.
Well, here's the picture of the Matthew Schaefer. There's 136 total Young Guns on the checklist. All the rookies, the key ones from 25-26 set years. Odds, of course, are unknown. And while the print run has never been disclosed, the more that kind of the tiniest kernels get communicated to us from Upper Deck, my theory anyways, and I don't know this for fact, is that basically the print run is adjusted proportionately each year based on how much product is produced. So you do get, if it's a year where there's like the Bedard Young Guns canvas and they print a whole lot of it, then the ratio of the print run goes up based on that ratio. But that's just my theory.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it's a standard number every year. They just change that number every year. That's why they don't want to tell us. It shows inconsistency. We know Billy's in charge of the program. So
was it business Billy or is it?
Just let his hair down, Billy, a little bit there, eh?
Or is it grunge rock? Is it Pearl Jam Billy?
Or was it keep Phil up till 3 a.m. in the morning? Everyone's got a bed, Billy.
Phil took one for the team. When I'm tired, there's nothing that I can't stop, won't stop going to bed.
This is
I was there. There.
Please, you and Chandler flanked me. You guys worked together. You Mormoned me. Yeah. You guys have talked about you planned it.
At least I was sober the whole time.
Well, I didn't care. I love Billy. I don't know. I was like, hey, Billy, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Like, I mean, it's that simple.
Okay. Well, but back to Acetate Young Guns for a second. Tough odds. We don't know, but a major hit. And you hit a Matthew Schaefer or Demidov Young Guns acetates, and that's a big card.
Huge.
Keep it on the Young Guns theme. We also have our next round of Outburst Retro Young Guns. There's 5 players on the checklist, and the headliner would be Patrick Kane, but there's also Jack Eichel, Drew Doughty, Chris Letang, and Sam Reinhart. Those are your 5 players. So Patty Kane and Jack Eichel are by far the bigger chases. The silver, to get a silver, is 1 in 2,880 pack odds.
Wow.
And then you have the Outburst Red out of 25 and the Outburst Gold 101.
Look how good, boys. Look how good that looks. That's a great year of what's that? 08, 09, I think. 07, 08. Mark Mathod's rookie year. That's what I know. I love the young. Usually I don't like it on a side border like that, like vertically. But that is awesome. That's a great year. Look, that's a great hockey card.
Yep.
God, that is a fantastic design.
Next, I want, and there's so many inserts, and you should go to the checklist site and see them all. But I wasn't going to talk about this one. It's a new one. It's a little weird per Billy, but when I saw a real picture of a card and I understood what it's made out of, I'll admit I got a tiny bit more interested. And I don't like anything scary, but Killer Keepers is the goalie. The goalie insert. And so it's 24 goalies on the checklist. They all kind of have the same Jason. Is it Jason Voorhees? Is that the sort of the mask there? But they're acetate cards. I think they're kind of made like a Young Guns acetate.
That might be a genius move there, boys.
Yeah.
Do they have print run or any odds?
No,
on that,
unknown odds.
Oh wow.
Oh. Please don't be common. Please don't be. If these are rare,
I don't think they're going to be super common.
Yeah, you're probably right. Who are the goalies, Josh?
There's 24, so just about every goalie. You want to know if Linus is on there?
I don't have one.
Yeah,
it's okay. No, but no.
Your goalie situation's scary without the mask.
Is there Patrick Waugh?
All current goalies.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So this is the Connor Hellebuck, and they're all very similar though. So it's like it's their eyes behind the same mask. So the only thing,
the only thing that's changed is like the bottom and the eyeballs.
The eyeballs, yeah.
Okay.
We always got to talk about UD Canvas. So the Young Guns in extended series are 30 total players on the checklist. The biggest names are you got Matthew Schaefer, Young Guns Canvas, Beckett Seneca, Berkeley Catton, and Michael Misa. I actually love this photo it's
him breaking
Matthew Schaefer
stick?
doing a slap shot when his stick breaks.
I would have used a frame a little earlier.
Okay.
It
kind of looks like a ghost, like Casper the Ghost pick up this stick or something like that.
It's a great picture, but come on, you know what I mean? More of a follow through, not a follow up.
Yeah. The base odds to hit a Young Guns canvas are 1 in 24 packs. Then there are the black and white parallels, which are 1 in 135. Then we get, as another little chase element for UD Canvas, we get a legend set in this extended series. Key names include Sergei Fedorov, Terry Sawchuk, Bobby Hull, Johnny Bauer, who has the great distinction of being a get-to-know-your Hall of Famer twice.
Yeah. I thought that was Glenn Hall. I thought Glenn Hall did it.
Oh, it was Glenn Hall. Yeah, it was Glenn Hall. Yeah, sorry. So, oops. Well, and I just doubled down.
We'll do him twice, too, on accident.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sure we'll do Johnny Bauer again. Bobby Orr and Dale Howardchuk. These are tough to hit. Base 1 in 96 packs, and black and white 1 in 540. I have an idea for Upper Deck. I mean, if you wanted to even juice up extended more, wouldn't the very selectively pick 1 or 2 players, make them like numbered out of 10? But what if you did on-card autos for legend canvas cards in extended?
Yes. Excellent idea. Canvas autos are sick. The ink sinks right in. The photography is very well chosen by clearly a panel of professionals at Upper Deck. These are excellent photos, right?
Yes.
I'm just nitpicking this one. This is all the Young Gun canvases or canvases in general are excellent. What's the most common new person thing to hear? Okay, I'll tell you. Wait a minute. So if the Young Guns canvas are more rare and way better, why are they not worth more? Cheaper? And then what do we say? I don't know, man.
The hobby is
it's
weird.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it's so silly. Yeah.
I would also extend that idea to the last subset of UD Canvas, which is 4 nations. There's 15 players on the checklist. How sweet would it be to have like a McDavid 4 nations auto card, or the Olympic one, or whatever international event that year? Same odds as Legends. So base are 1 in 96 packs, and black and white are 1 in 540.
Or you
What
do this to
American?
like series 1, and like, and now you're starting to look at like extended or series 2 definitely trumping series 1. Maybe series 1 needs a little bit
Maybe.
more of a juice chase in it.
And there's lots of other inserts and some of them are pretty cool. And again, I just picked 4, so go to the checklist site. But of all the stuff we've talked about, we haven't even got to the main event
I know.
of extended series. And that, of course, is on the memorabilia side, where we have the big new addition of the Upper Deck rookie debut jersey relic cards that will appear in various sets. There's no shields. I assume that'll be in the cup or ultimate or something like that. But we do get 3 different variations of the memorabilia cards. So we have the debut jersey relic, which is just like a napkin patch of the jersey. There's 9 players on the checklist. To hit one of these cards is 1 in 1,296 pack odds. So rare, but not impossible, right? And the 9 players, the rookies on the checklist, are Brady Martin, Beckett Seneca, Danil Butt, funny name, Danila Yurov, Easton Cowan, Isaac Howard, Michael Misa, Matthew Schaefer, and Sam Dickinson. All of the cards include the debut date on the front. Thank God. Which I
Nice.
think is
Good.
very, very important. From there, we get the debut jersey relic plus auto. And they kind of made the cards a little like these golder, which I like the difference in the card stock that they used. It's the same 9 players on the checklist. All are serial numbered to the player's jersey number. So Michael Misa will be out of 77. Matthew Schaefer will be out of 48 then. And the autos are all hard signed too, which is a huge win for this card. And I think they look pretty nice. I like the design. But the big ones are
out of 77.
Yeah, this one's out of 77. The big card, of course, though, will be the debut jersey auto black, which are all 101. Again, the same 9 players on the checklist. It's a black card with a gold ink auto. And what's kind of unique is, and so what we've learned about with the announcement of this card is that in the NHL equipment managers all do something unique on the main tag on the inside of the jersey. They're not uniform. And so some of them are handwritten, some of them are printed out. And so it really is a unique piece of that player's jersey that you can't get. They're not in replica jerseys or anything like that, which I think this is the best use of a tag I feel like I've ever seen in a sport card. And my opinion is it's very, very cool. And, we'll see. But here's my question on this. So you look at this card in particular, Matthew Schaefer, the unique crafted by the equipment manager tag from his debut jersey, 101 auto, is what's worth more, his gold outburst Young Guns or this card?
Yes. No, gold outburst.
I would also say gold outburst,
Yeah.
but
Just
Is
more
it by a landslide? Is it close?
Yeah.
Like
landslide.
I don't know by a landslide. I think this card's going to be massive, especially because it's very new, and I think people are going to be very excited about him, and I think they're going to go for
Not simple though. Simple
crazy
win.
money.
Yeah, simple wins. It's gold outburst, bud. Yeah, thanks. Oh, look at this DQ patch. It's Forza.
what is very and I think to your point, I guess a little bit to both your points. If you go to the Upper Deck Facebook, I know we're all grandpas on Facebook, but Upper Deck's Facebook page, they have their gallery. They have all of these 101 cards, and you see the variety of these tags and how each team does them different. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, but nobody knows that yet.
I know. Nobody knows.
That's all. Yeah. If they came out at the exact same time, that would be the perfect test. But outbursts have what, 4 years head start on them?
Fair.
Yeah. First mover advantage. I believe that's a term from your world.
My world.
I also think these are very unique because this is the first time you're getting any, you know, whether you're going to compare them to the major league debuts that go for stupid money. It'll just be very interesting to just see how these end up. And I think they're going to go for bigger than we think. That's just my first impression.
He's saying he thinks they're going to go big.
Yeah, I'm saying
he's a politician, Phil. He's talking on both sides of his mouth. He's trying to
both
sides of the base.
You said that the gold outburst wouldn't even be.
Don't tell me what I said. I know what I said. I don't know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is I believe that these cards will, if they don't hit the same number as a gold outburst, they're going to come pretty dang close.
I think you're incorrect.
That's why we're different. Yes.
Well, then
that's why we're disagreeing.
Okay,
I'm
kids.
trying to tell you why.
We got to cover just very quickly on autographs. There's one additional auto set in 25 extended series. It's the snow spray autos. Again, unknown odds. There's 17 players on the checklist. Not huge names, but the biggest names are Owen Power, Gabriel Landeskog, Noah Dobson, and JT, John Tavares. So lastly, before we get to our big picture questions here, here's what to expect. If you pick up a hobby box of 25-26 extended series, you get 6 Young Guns or first-round rookie cards, 10 Pros and Prospects, UD3, or Rookie Reflection cards. The Rookie Reflections look pretty nice. We have a picture on the checklist site. 10 Power Play All-World Team Sizzle Reel and Understood the Assignment cards, 4 UD-based UD canvas-based Young Guns, Legends, and/or Formation Face-Off cards, 3 serial-numbered and/or rare ratio cards, 1 base set Outburst Silver Parallel card, 1 clear-cut parallel UD Canvas Black and White Parallel or holographics card. They did bring back the awesome parallel, the holographics, the gold
rookie breakout.
No, remember the late 90s holographics where they had that awesome parallel, but awesome, it's a gold parallel, but in the atomic symbol for gold is AU, so it's capital A, small U, SOME. I'm a fan of those cards, so that's exciting to me. And then you get one Dazzlers card as well. Okay, pre-sales. So right now, I didn't get Canada pricing because Grant is partying in Spain. But pre-sales in the U.S. are, to answer your question, Phil, $250 a box. Right now.
That's a yeah. So that experiment's over. Hey, we're breakers now. It's okay. I'm not a wax buyer. I'm a breaker. That's what I do. I'm on that side of the line.
Yeah. Well,
why?
It is expensive. It is expensive, but it's also loaded. I mean, am I wrong? This product is loaded.
Well, get your then I get your boxes as fast as you can, and don't just buy one. If you have that gut, yeah, they are loaded, but there's also I think the print run's a lot bigger, right? I'm thinking the opposite. I mean, hey, if you don't like us, don't use our brakes. I think this would be a great breakers product. I think maybe
it is a good product to break in.
Yeah, as to buy into a break, I think this is a fantastic. That's how I look at it. Pick your
Hey, Louis,
team.
jump on. I want to get your thoughts on this part of the conversation too. But okay, so let's start there. My opinion is this is an absolutely loaded flagship product. Does anyone disagree with that?
No.
As far as the contents in it?
Yeah, because you're adding 2 big major chases that they've never seen before with the 4 Nations stuff and with these debut patches. I would say last year's extended was as loaded as it's ever had, and now they just made it even bigger, which I get at, why the price point is where it's at.
Big picture question number 1 is, with the debut jerseys, we are now introducing big time memorabilia chases into flagship, which is traditionally is not a flagship thing. How do we feel about that? Do we care, or is that a thing or not a thing?
It's a catch-22 kind of thing, because you say, well, that shouldn't be in there because the price is up. It's a flagship product. But then, we always say, well, we don't want more product. Should it be a standalone product? Should it be in something else? I don't know what, I wouldn't know. I don't know what to do.
No, I don't. The one and done. I don't want memorabilia in flagship. I hope it's just a one and done thing. and I'm not gonna comment on the tactics if that even is a tactic, right? Like, so it's 250 because of the Four Nations. Okay, well, let's not be silly. It's not going to be 210 without the Four Nations next year,
Oh,
is
I
it?
think it's because the debut jersey cards. That's
Yeah.
the
Oh,
reason.
okay. Well, hey, if I'm wrong, I hope for the sake of the hobby, I'm dead wrong. I hope it's back to 149.99 for everybody next. No, I hope let's be positive, and that's what'll happen, right?
But I think though, to your earlier point too, my feeling is that these debut jerseys are here to stay and will always be. I don't think they can be in Series 1 and Series 2
Okay.
for obvious reasons. They need time to make the cards, and they need time for the players to play and collect the debut jerseys. But I
Well,
believe it's Upper Deck's intention that this is a annual thing.
then that's, hey, I'd love it. Then keep it that way, and then let's keep it that 250 price for the next 5 years. Let's
That would
do
be
that.
good.
I think that would be amazing, right? Let's as consumers and as producers, let's shake hands in the middle. I accept your price of extended for 250 for the, and let's be honest, awesome product. Everything we just talked about is wicked. I can't wait to buy some awesome singles of all the cards I want. I can't wait to see those goalie acetate cards. Anyways, that all that aside, you put out a great product like that, I'll pay 250 American all day long.
Mm-hmm.
If, like, metaphorically speaking, I don't want to buy wax anymore for me as Phil. But please keep the price the same for like 5 to 7 years. I think that would be awesome. That, and same with flagship. Like, I know sometimes you can't, but try to, like, 90% of the time. And I think that's how you would get a lot of people to stay in the hobby. Once that becomes lore, once that becomes hobby fairy tale, like unwritten rule, like, Upper Deck's awesome. Like, I don't know how they do it, but it's been like 6 years, guys. Flagship hasn't changed in price. It's going up next year. It can be part of the buzz, it's I don't know. That's how
I
view it.
like your comment here, and I think it's a really good one. And I haven't considered this aspect of pricing to this point, that maybe it isn't just so much the prices going up. It's sort of like it's like hot tub versus cold plunge, and these
the
prices
jump.
are going way up and way down, and it's hard to react because you can almost have no expectations to that. But here's my next question for you guys. Take flagship pricing expectations out of it for a minute and purely judge the product. Is this box worth $250 based on what's in it? I think of, like, I loved Flair, and that's $250. And
Yeah, you're not
I don't
getting
think anyone was like, oh, that's like, like freaked out about it. Maybe people thought it was a little high, but there's no, as beautiful as the Flair cards are, there's no comparison, in my opinion, as to what's in extended versus what was in Flair at roughly the same price.
Yeah, I mean, before you even ask the question, I was going to say, you just have to take the mindset out that this is flagship. And,
maybe
people
it's not.
they have an idea, like, flagship should cost $150, period. Right. And so, but also
it used to be $100. I mean, that few years
$150,
ago, his flagship was $100.
well, I
remember when it
get
hit 100 and people were upset.
Correct.
Listen, it's not. I got to stop saying it was yesterday. I told the story on Friday nights with Phil. I'm like, but it was 18 years ago.
But what was in that product when it's $80 or $100 or $150? So
what was equivalent to the,
we ask for a better product with bigger hits, with more and then we complain about the price, which is natural. But yeah, if you compare the extended boxes with what else is out there to buy for $250, you compare it mono per hobby box, you're going to pick. It would be difficult to talk me into picking a different box for that price than extended with what's in it.
What do you think, Louis? Is it justified with given what's in the box?
Unfortunately, I'm gonna say yeah, it is.
This is kind of the new reality, I think, that we're all adjusting to. right?
And
And
you just-
I'm not saying we love it. I mean, listen, I would love to have $300 to burn and come home with 3 awesome boxes to open.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, but
ship and
that's
sale.
the thing. We would, right? If they, like, yeah, if there was $99, oh my god, I'd spend $1,000. I'd buy. Everyone would be buying cases.
Right.
The product would dry up really quick. That'd be different. I wish
But
the
I also-
temperature. I wish that's when I get mad at chill bidding. Right? There's the connection. Right? I always say our cards are valued a little too high, maybe even a bit high. I really believe that, and it's it's only normal that everyone's trying to get their piece of the pie, but it kind of, I would love to pay $1,200 to get 12 of these boxes and have get myself a Little Caesars pizza, eat the whole thing, complain the next day, and rip that whole case myself. Be awesome. Put on my horror movie. Yeah, there's a night. That's fun, man. We can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So that's fine. We pivot, we change. That's why I thought maybe this is a good breakers thing. I love it. I'll eat the pizza and watch my computer screen. It's just different times.
This
guess.
is hard
Go
for
ahead.
me to really say this, but for what you're getting out of this for $250, I'd rather spend $250 on this than what the Fleer Ultra price is right now, and you're getting so much more out of this extended.
Oh, $400 for a Fleer Ultra. Well, and I think like that's what, and maybe the lesson that Upper Deck is learning is that, and I definitely, this is how I approach it, is when I'm opening a box, I like to feel like I have so many, even if the odds are tough, that there's so many different great cards I could pull, which is kind of my main problem with SP Authentic, is that there's one
Yeah.
cool card, and if you open your third pack and you get your Future Watch Auto and it's not a great name, then it's like, then it's not, it's, you feel like, do I even open the rest of the box at this point? Because all my possibilities are essentially over. And that's like an over exaggeration a little bit, because I know there's Sign of the Times and stuff like that you can pull as well. But to a point you made, Phil, a few minutes ago, which I think is worth reiterating, if this is a huge hit, 250 is the floor. These boxes, I don't know, who knows how the hobby will react. Maybe it'll be a dud, maybe it'll go like, but if it goes like gangbusters,
Buy your boxes
then buy
quick, man.
early.
I
Yeah,
have a friend
I'm a
though.
dodo.
who-
I walked in 10 months later after Celebrini's box, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, Phil, we've been sold out for months." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, I had no idea. I'm like, I just wanted to. Okay, like I'm not. I mean, I should be in touch with that, but I wasn't. Yeah, buy them quick, man.
I have a friend who plays in my hockey league who bought a case of this. I don't know where he bought it from, but he got it for significantly less than $250 a box. So I don't know how, why,
Wow.
where,
So-
someone's. So that's my big concern is who's really maximizing profit wise on us.
Who's the man
here's-
behind the curtain when it comes to box prices?
Correct.
Now listen, I like your point, Dave, earlier, how maybe we shouldn't treat this as flagship so much. Like Series 1, Series 2, that's flagship. This is straight up going to be called extended, and it's like flagship, but it's not. So you know what I mean? We could look at it that way. Saying that if it is like flagship, it's printed a lot. And if it's printed that much, it is very hard to hit big cards in flagship. It is printed big.
Yeah.
That's why the chase is fun. That's why I like the breaks. Breaks are very reasonable with these products. Anything like 350, 400 underneath is very reasonable. 250 is a great price for what you're getting out of this to get breaks. But I'm telling you that it's still hard. It's hard. It's still very hard to hit a big card. Listen, like it's
you
easier in O-Pee-Chee
you open
Platinum.
one loose box and it's
It's easier in O-Pee-Chee Platinum, is it not? And there's no case hits. We know there's no case hits in any of this. It's all box inserts, right? So you could get an amazing box or a total dud and everything in between.
Well, same with the case. You can get an insane case and you can get a pretty dud case.
This would be a good friend case. If you find a case and and you have a buddy and you both like Dave, you and me, this would be great. You keep Kings, I keep Oilers. Sends, we sell everything else,
You
right?
can get the Oilers too.
Yeah, I don't want to. No, we sell the Oilers. We sell it.
We'll give
not
them to Carter.
No, not the Carter. He'd be like, "Oh, I can't believe you sold the Draisaitl. I can't believe it."
I'm tattooing cows, but I'll be in Farley.
Tattooing cow. Worse than that.
Okay. So for anyone that's kind of been negative on the whole extended bit and that it's garbage, if that's, you have heard that sentiment, does now, especially the last couple of years, does
evolved,
that
Josh.
sort of
Yeah,
like, do you guys feel Upper Deck has made extended a legitimate part of the hobby?
Hat trick, grand slam, touchdown, all the analogies. Yeah, man, this is loaded. Big high five.
Okay, last question. I said, is this the biggest or most important flagship release ever? Is there legitimacy to that? I mean, can you make a case for that or no?
I thought we discussed that this isn't really flagship anymore. So their premises.
Well, it is. It is flagship still.
Quiet, David.
It's Series 1, Series 2. That's flagship. This is extended, Dave.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Still flagship.
I'm really fascinated, more so in a long time, to see what the hobby response is to this. Like if it really goes crazy or not.
Probably will.
I can't. I've only got about 5 years experience, but I can't think of another flagship release that's had as much buzz as this one.
Well, Series 2 2023 would be.
Well, yeah, I had a
of one
lot of
card.
buzz,
I mean,
but
that
it was
was
for
a-
one card. This is like multiple different types of hits you can get. So,
All right.
It's
Well,
just
good
one
luck
drop.
on your boxes and breaks.
I would like, I'd be so nervous though about what we talked about, the randomness. I would buy, if I knew someone's like, yo, I have 3 cases. It's like, I'll only buy one. I would not buy all 3, because if you get all 3 and one, like it's all the consecutive, you might get a bad stretch. You never, I would buy 5 cases.
You might get a good stretch too, though.
Yeah, no, that's a loser mindset. You gotta play the odds on that. Not a no, Dave, you're a winner. You know what I mean though. Like all right.
All right, Phil's got the Gongshow Mailbag. Mailbag, Phil.
Mailbag time.
You didn't say what? You gotta tell them what.
There's a bunch of
You obviously
nodding.
can't see me.
There's transitions. No, but the good listener doesn't have a transition verbally. Okay, fine.
Phil's going to do mailbag now.
Am I
Good
that outrageous to want that? Okay, it's mailbag time. Apparently. Leave a bunch of nodding hens over here. Okay, Discord. TC's food blog. Are you able to get any clarity on gold Spectrum rookies in 2025-26 Flair? They are not on the greatest checklist website, hockeychecklist.com. However, there are a bunch on eBay. I am not sure if they are for all rookies, as the same 5 appear in eBay. I am trying to get all Red Wings Flair cards outside of 101s and printing plates, hoping to confirm if an Axel Sandin Pelika gold Spectrum exists. I have no idea, bro. That's a Josh question there.
Great question. I do not know the answer. I did, and it's the weekend, but I emailed Patrick Smith at Upper Deck, who is the product manager, to help clarify. And once he does, I will update the checklist site.
Okay, next question. Discord, Nimis. Am I the only one who just realized that NHL shields can come from players' pants and not only from their jersey? And do you think Upper Deck should disclose where the shield is from on a player? Maybe some shield pants collectors out there? I've never heard of this.
Me neither. We do have Billy Cilio on live Wednesday night, and we'll do Ask Billy Everything. This would be a great question for someone to ask Billy.
And then I think Louis has something to ask.
Yeah, I don't know what pants are, so.
Oh, yeah.
You mean the breezers?
No, they're pants.
No.
Thank you, David.
Dave,
You're welcome.
shut up. You're on Team USA.
Hey, I play hockey.
Fine,
They're
dude.
called pants, okay?
No, don't listen to them, California. Relax. You're good. Okay, next question. Discord. Ryan Smith. Hey, Ryan. Whose career would you rather have? Matthew Tkachuk, 2 Stanley Cups and an Olympic gold medal, or Connor McDavid? Individual accomplishments, maybe one of the greatest players. Maybe. I'll go first. Matt Tkachuk all the way. Way more fun at parties. And he got to hold the greatest trophy on planet Earth. Easy peasy. Twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Louis, what do you think?
Matty T all day long, baby.
Boy. Josh.
The other element I would add in there, and no shade at Edmonton, but Matthew Tkachuk also gets to live in Miami area, which
Oh, that's
Good
shade
point.
to Edmonton for sure.
Well, I mean, I would say the same thing about Minnesota.
I think people, yeah, I think it's colder in Edmonton. It's pretty freaking cold up there, man. Dave, do you have any?
Yeah, it's unanimous. There's
Okay.
not even a question. No.
Yeah,
Good job.
Ryan.
Not a- I
Okay,
could
next.
care less about individual accomplishments. You want to hold the cup. That's it.
All right.
That's the
You want to hoist it, baby.
you wanna
Hoist it.
hoist it. That's
Moving right
the pinnacle.
Discord, Philly left wing. When 2025-26 Young Guns PSA 10s like Schaefer sell for north of 1,000, higher than Baby Bobby or Kilmagar, how much influence do you think Celebrini's unexpected market explosion in late 2025 has had on the hobby as it relates to rookies? Do you think prices reflect the fear of missing out on an unexpected boom? Go ahead, Louis.
I said before Celebrini, people were somewhat cautious with overpaying for, even like a Bedard. And now since Celebrini's market has blown up, I think we've kind of changed from is this rookie overpriced to is he the next banger? I better get it, whatever the cost.
Yeah. Dave?
I think there's also a lot of Schaefer Young Guns stuck at PSA. So when those start pumping through, the prices are going to drop. So yeah, they're really high right now, but I think they're going to drop.
All right. I think Josh and I both agree, unless he has an excellent different point.
Well, I
Nope.
just want to make one quick comment on Louis' point in that you go back on Celebrini to the Fall Expo last year, and I talked to a lot of vendors about him, and a lot of people were staying away because not that they didn't like him, but they were just like, too risky.
The ceiling's there.
Celebrini was at that point, and it's like, oh wow, hindsight being 2020.
Some of that Bedard fear, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point, Louis. Next question, Instagram. Galaxy Bread Cards. What's up, Galaxy? Is it possible that fake cards are sent to ComC without their knowledge? How, as a buyer, can we be certain that they catch them before they get posted? Would you think there would be any recourse if you unknowingly purchased a fake card from them? Keep up the great work. So I was hard not to laugh. No, I do not think there's anybody at ComC. Oh, maybe. I'm sure there's great, as any employer, there's probably excellent people that work there. I just don't think the majority of them collect sports cards, let alone hockey cards. I think there is a boatload of fakes there. I do not think there's any recourse you could have. I think that's very, very naive, maybe. Not in a bad way, Galaxy. I love you. Why does naive have to have a negative connotation to it? I didn't mean naive in a bad way, but a beautiful dream that doesn't exist? I don't know. Dude, they won't even reply to an email. I paid them like $138 American. No services were rendered. Don't get me going. Thank you for the compliment. And we probably all have fake cards in all of our collections.
Probably.
Does that sum up everybody, or does anyone really have we're good? Okay, let's move on. Thank you, Galaxy. I'm sorry for yelling. NPC 83. I just noticed a 2005 Upper Deck the Cup Wayne Gretzky Stanley Cup. I'm gonna say it. Titless.
Titleist.
Okay. He's gonna say it. He's gonna say
I'm just reading the prompt. I'm reading the prompt.
I read the prompt. I love prompts. I found a good website that does the prompt exact. Oh, dude, it's amazing. Anyways, I'm getting way better. Auto 3 out of 4. That's a fraction. That in some places. Auto card on Slab Sharks. I killed that. It's been up just one day, and it's already over $50,000 Toonie Looney currency. Silly money, goose bucks. It's serial number to 4 and from the cup. Oh, we know it, baby. But what makes this Gretzky autograph card so significant? Josh Madigan.
I didn't know the answer to that, and so I reached out to Mitch Grotman, who's kind of our cup guy and go-to on these questions. Here's what he had to say. He said, I think there's a lot of things that make this card so significant. It's a subset that's shared with exquisite basketball, which we know can be a big thing for values, and it's exceptionally rare. It also features photography of the player with the Stanley Cup, which to me is the ultimate representation of what makes the cup as a set so special. This is the card that showcases that player with the trophy, and again, is exceptionally rare. Plus, it comes out of 05-06, the Cup being the first year of the product, which also boosts it, in my opinion. But so that's what he had to say.
All right, that's the answer for all of us. Mitch speaks on our behalf.
Mhm.
And it's even higher now. So it's crazy money.
All right, next question. Thank you, NPC. Mad Dog Nap 78. What's one thing you'd like to cross off your hobby bucket list? Louis, since you just finished writing your answer, why don't you go ahead?
I just changed it. Keep this gong show rolling. Make it full time. Quit my gig and be able to spend more time on this, making it better, more fun, doing more stuff, baby.
Josh?
Like professionally, content wise, I think interviewing Wayne Gretzky would be the ultimate content opportunity for us. But on the my own collecting side, because I didn't know maybe exactly where the question was coming from.
Because you're selfish. You're a self-serving
selfish.
person. No, just to let everybody know, Josh answered this with the card he wants right away. Such an American. USA.
Can I answer the question now?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're not done?
I got carried away.
Okay, I wanted to get it this year, a 2008 Jambalaya card, a good one, because it's the first year of Jambalaya, and I've always wanted one, and I love the design.
I want to get a recreational vehicle and take a road trip across Canada and go to hockey card stores.
See, Clark, I got me one of these RVs that stands for recreational vehicle.
Yeah, the pooper was full, Clark. Yeah. No, it's not funny if you can't use the real word.
I know.
Right.
All right. Next question. It's freaking Paulie. Well, it's pretty short for him. Okay. Good day, esteemed gentlemen of journalistic integrity. My question is this. He clearly has his Cavassier beside him. If you pull a big card or big to you card, yeah, he's a base card guy, eh, Paulie? And it's your favorite team, but your favorite player is your first thought to keep the card or try to move
But
it
not your
immediately.
favorite player. Not your favorite
Jesus.
player.
Is what? What?
You said it wrong, but not your
Reading's
favorite
hard.
player.
The grammar is just atrocious here. I mean, I'm not. Okay, hold on. I'm going to start over. Okay, I'm going to read it from Louis' screen. Okay, hold on. I'm going to start over here. Okay, it's freaking Polly. No, that's it's all capital letters. That's making my eyes bleed. Okay. Good day, esteemed gentlemen of journalistic integrity. My question is this. If you pull a big card, quote, or big to you card, end quote, and it's your favorite team, but not your favorite player, is your first thought to keep the card or try to move immediately while the product is hot and get PC stuff? I recently pulled a big Hawks card, and I do like the player, but I'm torn on growing my Nazar PC with what I could probably sell it for. I will wait with bated breath for your resounding judgment. Well, that was a good sentence. Thank you. I'm incredibly confused.
Just sell the card, Polly, and buy something you like.
Exactly.
Yeah, my answer. That's what we're answering.
Debate
Thanks,
over.
Polly. Thank you for your question, Polly.
It's freaking Paulie.
I know. Okay. Okay. Next question, Instagram. Stutzel18. Oh, I like this guy already. Hey, guys. Hello, good man. Hello, good sir. How would the reactions have been if the roles were reversed and Josh had misplaced an important fill card? I would like to know. Yeah. I know how I would behave.
Well, I think you and I have to stay out of this one, and Louis and Dave need to bless us with their opinions.
I
Louis,
think
go
he
ahead.
already knows the answer, and I'm not going to say it, but it's going to be a lot of making my ears bleed constantly.
David, you're next. What do you think Phil and Josh would do?
So Phil would get super pissed. He would yell and scream about it all over Instagram on Friday Nights with Phil. And then 24 hours later, he would completely forget that Josh lost his card.
Forever.
That is a misrepresentation of my character, good sir. Yeah, I don't think so.
I would feel really bad, and I would make my whole family scour my house and look for it.
I would actually, it would be to my advantage if Josh lost like a $10,000 card for me, because I'd probably get 50K back in some way or another. So I would be, I just wouldn't, I wouldn't care. I just wouldn't, unless it was like a 101. I might get a little pissed off.
Here's 15 grand. I'm sorry I lost your card, and here's another 20 grand for what I put you through.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
I'm a nice guy. What can I say?
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. Well, I think they have some other words for that too. Next question. But we're not a political show, so Wild Salami. Oh, I love it. Wild salami. Hey, man, I'm crazy macaroni ears. Okay, let's go. What's the longest you've stared at a hockey card after buying it and thinking, what have I done? Well, we're going to go to Josh first for this one.
I've done it, but actually I've been very happy with my purchases in the last year. So I'm doing it less and less. I'm happy about it.
Should we go to the time machine or
Hot tub time machine?
I love hot tub.
Well, I bought like a Sidney Crosby highlighters, which is a stupid. But I mean, most of my bad choices have been like less than $500. So
fair.
Mm.
It doesn't happen often for me, but I bought a jumbo Gretzky once. But to my knowledge, it wasn't in the title. But I should have.
That.
But also, for somebody who's been around long enough, I should have definitely known.
you
better.
don't put like 600 Pinto Young Guns in that category?
No, I love Shane. There's still a chance, bro. Just 750. I make money. That's all I
Did
need.
you not watch the Friday night show?
Quiet,
where
David.
he
Quiet.
filled the
Quiet.
last scale with
You're
71 cents.
American. That's over.
My favorite fill card thing is when you're opening your mail bag and you pull out a card, and you're like, oh, I didn't know I bought another one of these. And then you have 6 more packages with 6 more of the same card.
Yeah, that happened a lot with the Parkhurst. Yeah, I was like, oh, and that I got very upset at that because you can't sell it. Like no one cares about no offense, Louis, like a Mike Modano refractor that like it just you can't sell that for what $5 that I now would have paid it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, Instagram wild salami. Okay, we're done. Oh no, wait, are we?
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, okay, we're done. Yeah, next question. Strider. Thank you, wild salami. If you had the chance to open any hobby box from 2000 to present without regard for resale value of the hits, what would it be? Personally, Strider has a lot of nostalgic love for an 0304 Topps Pristine with their pack-in-a-pack design, and the cards are gorgeous. Great set, brother. Well, go ahead, Josh.
I would say 2012 Fleer Retro.
Louis.
After his little gem segment, what were they called?
Pacific Adrenaline.
No, but what's the segment called? I already forgot.
Hidden Gems.
Hidden Gems. Yeah, I want to go get one of those 2000 Pacific Adrenaline boxes, get some Blade Runners, and then Fleer Retro.
I'd probably go SB Legends or Fleer Retro, and Dave would pick Stature. Okay, next question. Discord blockhead. What? We got a lot of questions to go through. What, Dave? What?
Year of Stature?
Yeah, okay. What year, Dave?
2020, but it was Stature.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Okay, next question. Blockhead. Discord. As a recent viewer of hockey, something that seemed wild to me was the hits. With how fast these guys skate, the impact magnified by their lack of heavy pads makes for what I imagine are some of the highest CTE rates in pro sports. Having said that, I understand and respect tradition. Physicality is part of the culture, and there's a take it or leave it element to it. Do you think the hits are a problem? And if so, what do you think the NHL should do to address them? A++ for grammar and sentence structure. Oh, that was a delight to read. That was Parisian French in my ears. Thank you, good sir. I'll go first. I like the violence in hockey. I believe it's part of the fabric of the game. It's part of the template of the game. The fighting, I'm getting older. I've always been a rock'em sock'em, Don Cherry, clock him in the head guy. Hey man, CT is a real thing, and health is very important to me. So I don't want to speak out of two sides of my mouth. I love a good tilt, but what if the guy, like if it's so here's this. If it's two willing participants in a fight, give her. There's not enough credit to that. Let the person do the thing they want. And if there's a willing participant, let them too. That is cool. But the hitting, I don't know. You got to leave it in. You got to leave it in, or it's not hockey. It's a different game. I didn't say I'm not okay with that, but I'm not at this juncture at this point in time. No. Dave, do you have any thoughts on this question?
I think they've just worked on improving the equipment to make sure that they're still protected, but leave the hitting as it is. And they do. They if someone crosses the line and someone takes someone out like illegally, then the league steps in and there's suspensions and they take care of it in that way. So
I think you can add to that too, Dave, the treatment of head injuries. And I almost think it's more important than equipment is that they're able to recognize possible concussions immediately, and you have to get cleared by multiple doctors to resume play. I think that is just as important as equipment.
correct.
Louis, finish us
Probably
off
more.
here.
Yeah, lose hitting, you lose the game. Simple as that. It's part of it.
All right, agreed there. All right, Instagram. Thank you, Blockhead. Instagram, Team Phil Seismic Gold. Hey, hello, brother. I'm Phil, and I love Seismic Gold.
Yeah, this is an obvious Phil Burner account. Let's just get that in the open right now.
Excuse me, sir. Okay, let's see. Is silly. Oh, I didn't even pick up on that. Would you rather have the 2012 Blue Prism out of 25 or the... Dude, I wouldn't have asked this question, ding dong. Anyways, okay, I'm going to reread it. Would you rather have the 2012 Blue Prism out of 25 or the 2014 Emerald Surge? I'll let Josh answer first. Go ahead, Josh, and then people know.
Okay, Team Phil Seismic Gold. I would obviously pick the 2012 Blue Prism Blue out of 25 because there is no Emerald Surge in 2014 O-Pee-Chee Platinum. It doesn't exist.
Correct. So I think the good listener, good typer here with a great name, meant to say 2014 Seismic Gold. And if that's what he meant, which it is, then yes, I totally agree. The 2014 Seismic Gold is 1,000 times better than the 2012 Blue Prism. You kidding me? Please.
You screwed up on your own question.
No, I didn't. Dave, that's not.
We all agree it's you, Phil.
Yeah,
Oh,
please. Yeah.
Anyways, okay, that's it. We're done.
Bye-bye.
NS Collect Invest. What's the most overrated rookie card in hockey besides the Young Guns? The what? Oh, besides the big Young Guns. I think we all have the same answer.
You guys nailed it.
David doesn't know re-roke. Dave, what's the most overrated rookie card in hockey other than the Young Guns? Go ahead.
I just think it's either the
Pick one. Pick one right now. It has to be one.
Future Watch Auto.
Good job, David.
Out of there's two.
999.
Bingo. That's what we all wrote as well. Well, Louis put a little arrow person down. Okay, next question. Mike Fleury. The Pepperettes are gone. Can we find out what our Future Watch Gonger number is? I'm certain there are others like myself who would love to know their number. Keep up the great work, fellas. Always informative and entertaining. So I'm going to go first. I think that's a great idea. And then when we get our hats, boop, we're going to put we could put the Gonger, your Gonger Future Watch number on the side of your hat. That could be like your gang number.
That would be really cool, actually.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, Mike Fleury. I'm also out of those Pepperettes. Feel free to toss some more than my way to Ottawa. Josh, go ahead.
Get on it, Josh.
I don't know if we can do that, but I can look into it.
Yeah.
Of course we can. Of course we can. Josh is a linear thinker. He will. It's just got to get in line. Okay, next question. Tori, Minnesota Sports Card Junkie.
Easy.
Does Brent Burns dethrone Corey Perry as the most cursed player, now losing his 4th straight conference final? In case everyone forgot, 3 with Carolina and 1 with Colorado. I don't care about this. Sorry, Tori, I love you though. Louis, what do you think?
No, he won't, and simply because Corey Perry is a Richard. So,
Josh?
Yeah, I like Brent Burns still.
I don't. Dave and I don't have an opinion. Next question. Discord. Res Dogs. Credit card.
Dave gets to answer when Phil allows it. That's what
when I allow it.
I answer about 50% of the questions.
I have the instructions to keep pace. So
yeah.
And that involved heading me from.
I'm gauging where you're going to be long-winded. All right, Res Dogs CC. My question is about ComC's partnership with Upper Deck and accountability when cards go missing. A valuable Upper Deck card I stored with ComC was lost due to what ComC described as an inventory error. Oh man, I would.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Didn't you have one of those, Phil?
Keep it professional. No, I didn't. No, I've had other shenanigans though.
Josh,
they offered compensation well below current market value, even after I provided recent sales data showing what the card would actually cost to replace. Oh my God, this is a nightmare. Since ComC is an Upper Deck partner, does Upper Deck have any role in helping resolve situations like this? If not, How can collectors feel confident storing valuable cards with partner companies when compensation for a lost card may be far below fair market value? I'm staying out. I don't know. I feel like Josh should answer this. I don't know. That's horrible. Like, I mean, but
Send 'em-
I'm no offense, Res Dogs. Receipts are in order, and if you have all your information, I would have confidence in that. And I don't know. We'll let Josh go there.
Well, I would think as ComC's biggest customer, not just partner, that Upper Deck would have influence to make sure that people are taken care of and any issues are treated with urgency and the proper amount of resolution.
All
Wow.
right. Yeah, I hope it works out, Res Dogs. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
I have had a couple of real doozy experiences as well. I wish they worked out better, but they didn't. And just, no one experience is worth leaving the hobby, but just definitely don't deal with the people that are causing you angst. Maybe again, whether it is ComC or whoever it is, Okay, next question. Rangers Avs 22 from Discord. Back in the day, the screw down plastic cases were the pinnacle of card protection. What are some things that we do routinely today that future collectors will gasp and curse us for? Well, I put my cards in an old encyclopedia set and Webster's dictionaries. That doesn't seem to be a hobby favorite shared practice, but I do it. Boys, do you guys do anything silly?
Nothing's coming to mind, but I'm sure there will be something.
Yeah.
I would say buying Young Gun cards.
Dave jerk.
It's
All right,
silly.
next question. Gunther _ cards 96. Big faithful here, Gunther cards. Hey, boys. What has been your biggest hobby regret? A card you missed out on? A deal that went south? What's one thing you regret from your hobby experiences? I'll go first. Allowing Americans to take advantage of my Canadian citizenship. That's it. Louis?
What?
Yeah, I said allowing Americans to take advantage of my Canadian nationalist
being a mule.
citizenship.
Got it now. Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Slower, eh? Okay, go ahead.
Not getting to Canada earlier for hockey cards.
Okay. Josh?
A week ago, I would have said sending my card to Phil's house, but now I can cross that off the list. I don't have other than just buying a bunch of stupid crap that I no longer liked and my learning curve and kind of entry cost into the hobby. The card I regret selling the most is a Derek Bugard Future Watch Auto. And if you're a Minnesota Wild person, that will be very obvious.
Dave, do you have any regrets?
I have the one that comes to mind because since I missed out on this card, I've thought about it so much, was that honorable numbers of Wayne Gretzky. That would have
There's
been
more up for auction. There has been every week, and I see it, and I'm like, why isn't Dave buying this?
Someone's unloading, man.
It was the one out of 9, not the one out of 99. I like that card design the best, and it was number 9 of 9, and it would have been by far the most I've ever spent on a card, but I cannot stop thinking about that.
It was 9 out of 9, and you missed it by that much, a nose hair?
I missed it by $100.
Oh, brutal.
Well, okay, so he told me what his max bid was, and I was $200 lower than him.
Ouch.
Yeah.
You also have to regret at this point, I would assume, not jumping on a Gretzky all-time future watch earlier.
Yeah, I basically could have bought that for a little bit more, and I would have been so much more happy with that card moving forward. Yeah, it's an insanely amazing card. I don't even know why it went for what it went. It should have gone for 5,000 more.
Next question's a long one. We should get to it. Instagram, Alex's hockey cards. What option would you guys prefer Upper Deck would do? Get rid of most base rookie no-namers that are worth nothing, since most breakers treat them as base cards in ice. O-Pee-Chee Platinum, Metal, unless it is a big name rookie, or only do 10 to 15 sets out of the 25 sets they do every year. Mostly one-pack products, since there are a lot. Since there are not a lot of checklist nerds for the lower end sets besides flagships, since I can't even sell 100 low inserts for $50. Bro, Alex, commas, man. Come on, brother. Hopefully with 25, 26 ice being one pack, it will
That's
get
a fraction.
What?
That's a fraction in some places.
100 over 104? It's a weird fraction. Hopefully with 25, 26 ice being one pack, it will get them to consider making ice a one pack product again in the future. Josh, you can answer this.
Well, I think that's the intention, is to keep ice a one pack product. Here's the thing. There's no way to perfectly design a product, but of all the things you could criticize Upper Deck for, I think over the past year and a half, their management of their products has gotten infinitely better and has been very impressive.
Yep. Next question. Instagram. Thank you, Alex. I'm sorry for yelling. Gretzky guy 99. Is the Stanley Cup matchup this year bad for the hobby? Phil, yes. Josh.
I don't know if I'd say bad, but I don't think there's much of an opportunity. It's like a neutral thing.
That's a yes.
No,
Louis?
it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
agree.
no, it's bad. It just every way you look at it, it's bad. Yep. Sorry.
But I'm as a hockey fan, well, I'm gonna watch, man. I want Carolina to
But
smoke.
the question is for the hobby. For
Yes,
the hobby,
correct,
yes,
correct.
it's
Yeah,
bad.
no, it is not good for them.
Nobody cares about Vegas and Carolina
Correct.
players.
Next question. Instagram. TS Upco 77. What's the plan now with PSA announcing a freeze? Submit elsewhere or hold raw cards? Bro, I don't know. If you like raw cards, I don't know. That's a funny way to ask that.
I think you have to know the goal, like what the motive is, to understand. Without understanding it, there's no way to give.
What do you
advice.
like? Yeah, like, do you like raw cards? I don't know. Then yes, hold them. I don't know. All right. Next question. Or CSG. CSG's got nice slabs. They're good. Tag. Yeah, go to Tag. If you're not a PSA fanboy, go anywhere. If you're in Canada, go to
KSA.
What's the one I like?
KSA.
KSA. There you go. Yeah. Great slabs. Great slabs. Very appropriately priced too. Big fan. Okay, Instagram. SC19 cards. What upcoming product are you most looking forward to? Parkhurst for me. Louis?
Ice and Parkhurst.
Ooh. Josh?
Extended and Tableau. I'm really interested. I don't like the name Tableau, but that's nitpicky.
But there's truth in that statement. Josh is kind of a fancy pants. So Tableau's for the first class plane people. Yeah. Last question. Facebook. You have no time to defend yourself. Facebook,
Dave, are you looking
question.
forward to anything? Quick.
No, apparently not. Phil doesn't
I'm sorry,
care.
Dave. I totally forgot.
No, it's okay. I don't look forward to anything. Move on. Go to the next question.
You see
Oh,
why
they're
we're
new product guide. Yeah,
you see why we're moving on? We'd move on though, is because you just didn't say what it was. You had to say more. Just
He's
what
all
is
the way
it?
at the bottom, dude. I don't see him. Dave's not usually there. Here, you know what? I won't forget if it's like this. Ha. Then I have to look up. Yeah.
What were the Brady Bunch? We look down and up at you.
I'm not that old, man. I'm not that old, man.
David,
Yeah.
go.
Stature.
Wow, we all waited for
Wow,
that. Great.
I'm glad we waited 45 minutes.
Off
for
the
that.
Never
show.
mind.
Get off.
He's done.
Okay.
You
yeah,
said
get
be
outta here.
short. I was short.
All right, last question. Barrick Christian. With a long run into the playoffs and mostly stellar play of Jakub Dubish, does Montreal have a new hobby chase? Or will Demidov, Hudson, Caulfield, Suzuki, and company make it back to the top of the Montreal hobby market? I will answer this. Carey Price was the best non-championship goalie of the Habs ever. And how's his market? Not the best, right? It's okay. You got to win a cup, man. So nothing. They can get to the conference finals 3 times in a row and then the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't think it's going to make a big difference. He'll still have a card market like Carey Price. You win the cup, the Montreal fans will treat you accordingly, like the rock star you are, baby. That's my take. But let's see what the Americans think. Go ahead, Josh.
I think skaters will always have bigger chases.
Yeah, that's probably more accurate.
Yeah.
Dave,
Same.
Louis.
I think Montreal's chases change. Like I continuously optimize my desk, so I don't know what they're gonna do.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I don't appreciate your slander, good sir. All right, that's it. That's a wrap.
Personal pickups, Phil.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Dave.
I got a few.
Yeah,
All right.
Of course, yeah, no doubt.
Shocking.
Shocking. We don't care why you like it. Just tell us what it is.
All right. We got a 20. I got a couple of Quinnesota cards. So 24-25 Upper Deck. We got the Fanimations of Quinn Hughes. It's you know me. I love big heads on cards.
O-P-P.
Yep.
Wally. Doesn't look like his brother. Hey, he's a girl. Luke Hughes? Is that the one? No, it's Jack Hughes, where he looks like the girl.
This is my favorite Fanimation designs, and I can't get enough. So yeah, had to pick one up. All right, next one. We got Quinn Hughes again. This time it's the bootleg. So continuing to try to finish the initial bootleg set. I'm 2/3 of the way there. So
Are you sure you know the amount of players on
Yeah,
the
I
checklist?
mean, you got a hockeychecklist.com?
yeah, I do know that it's not 100.
100.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like
Okay,
these.
and then again, another set. I'm slowly. So I did the math. This is card number 49 of 100. Phil, not 50. 49 of 100 of the SP Signature Edition Legends. It's the all-time Future Watch auto of Cam Neely. The auto is a little streaky.
Brutal.
And
Terrible,
unfortunately, if you look at every single Cam Neely auto of this card, they are all the same. This one actually is above average. So,
Could I offer a suggestion? When you
Yeah.
start talking, as soon as someone sees the card, you immediately start this sentence. Like, well, you say it better than me, but you immediately say, all his autographs have the big streak in them. And then you don't even have to say the player's name. Just get that info immediately out there. Because every single person's going to be like, why did you buy this?
well, that is why. But this last card is my favorite card. I've been looking for this card forever. I finally found it. I picked up a
Get outta here,
2014
Yeah.
15 O-Pee-Chee Platinum.
Yeah,
Signed
baby.
out of 50. It arrived at my house just a couple of days ago.
It
I
sure
opened
did.
it up. I was so excited.
I need you to lose
I-
this card for a month for me.
No,
Dave.
you will
I
not.
have been looking for this card for so long, and
Yeah.
the right buyer came,
outta
and I was
here.
able to
Stop
pick it
it.
up. I'm so happy. Look at it shine. It
I
is
know.
just a
Stop it,
beautiful,
David. It's not
beautiful card.
yours. You know it's not yours. Stop acting like that.
Number
You got a great copy, Phil.
25 of 50. I don't know which one.
Oh,
Phil's
this is
but
Phil's
mine-
card? Oh,
Yes,
well.
Mine's
Stay
moving.
25 out of
50.
50. Yeah, that one's mine.
Yes,
I have
this is-
receipts, baby.
This is
Yeah.
Phil's card. But
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And no one had to sign for it.
yeah, no one signed. They
Not
just stuck it in
impressed.
my
Yeah,
mailbox.
not impressed.
Yep.
Baba Louie.
Got one. Something that was given to me from our buddy Justin at the expo.
Oh, nice.
2014-15 Upper Deck 25th anniversary Young Guns tribute Marty Brodeur. I love these cards. They're sick.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, it's an Udper deck? Udper?
Yeah, I know. Oh, Josh, I'm such a jerk. I didn't even put your card in here.
Boo.
Oh, no.
He's gonna tell Jenny when we're off. She'll be like, "What's the
Look
matter?"
at
He'll be like,
that's
"Oh,
your
nothing.
card.
Nothing. It's fine."
Okay, I do have a funny story while you're loading it,
Did
probably.
Louis forget to
Yeah.
put out your card?
Yeah, wait, Josh can talk for 30 seconds.
So I have my personal pickup that you see in a second is a 2022-23. It's a Fleer Ultra Kirill Kaprizov Ultra Stars Gold Parallel. There's 1 in 202 pack on. So I got this card from Carter, and I have a hard time keeping up with messages. And I remember getting a text from Carter saying, like, "Hey, this Kaprizov, you like it?" And I'm like, yeah, sweet card, sweet. And then all of a sudden, it showed up, and then I saw Carter, and he's like, "You're gonna pay me for the Kaprizov?" And I'm like, "I didn't know I bought it."
How much?
I was like $25. It wasn't a big deal, but I was like, oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, I bought this?
Well,
Okay.
he's like, I'm going to get my fair share from the city folk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Amazing.
It's a nice card. I mean, I don't know if I would have like totally just bought it, but
well, Josh, hold on. I'm nervous now because he said he's been bugging me. He's like, "Are you sure your birthday is the 30th of April?" I'm like, that's such a weird question. So he said he mailed me a birthday present. I'm assuming it's a card.
Oh yeah, he'll get an invoice with it.
But it never. Yeah. I'm like, so now I'm nervous. I'm like, so I'm just waiting because he wants me to open it on Friday nights with Phil. But now maybe if I don't open it, I don't owe him the money. So we'll just leave it.
Hey Phil, hey, you like your birthday present?
Yeah,
oh good, because you owe me $650.
It's about time you showed this card. It's at my house around Christmas.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, I think he like muled it from ComC to Louis' house. So, okay.
Oh,
great show today. You have fun, Phil?
Yeah, I had a great time. Yeah,
okay,
it's good.
Great. If you like the episode, please leave a rating and review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show, you want to support us or chat with us on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server, please consider a $5 a month donation. Join our $999 support level tier on Patreon. Link is in the show description, our Instagram, TikTok profiles, and our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, or on Patreon's website, patreon.com. Search for Hockey Cards Gongshow. Follow the Gong Show on social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And boys, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast is a production of Dollarbox Ventures, LLC. Have an awesome week. We can't wait to see you Wednesday live with Billy Cilio. Baba Louie, take us out.
Bye.
It's the Gong Show, we're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire, no holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show, let's go, let's go. Wanna say the minute show.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.